Now launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
That's where my mom grew up. She went to Gahanna High School. She walked to school every day, and
I bet she knows that, Dairy Queen. She probably conceived you in the parking lot.
That's why your middle name is Peanut Buster Parfait.
Jonathan Peanut Buster Parfait Smith.
At school, they called me Spanish Peanuts.
God, we're stupid.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. Used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie. Bah! Bah!
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. Bone,
Hi, man.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready for some wild cards. Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you something.
Okay?
I didn't go to sleep till about 4:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Got maybe an hour and a half, and then I was so excited to start the day. I'm up. I'm up and ready to go. And now that I'm sitting here with you, my purpose, my destiny has been fulfilled. Because my job today is, if you're excited about the events of last evening, I'm here to keep the party going. And if you're not, I'm here to keep you from jumping off that ledge.
There you go.
So that's what this 3 hours is today. If you think a regular Wildcard Wednesday is nuts, today,
Get ready.
we're really going to get nuts.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for some insanity. Should be a lot of fun.
Nuts.
Is that right?
D's nuts.
Sure thing. Would you like me to start you off with a wild card?
Well, let me tell people how to get in touch with us.
That's fine.
You can X us at Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. On campus, all the news and notes you need coming up at 4:48. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. I forgot to call him.
Oh, no.
Teddy, will you call Rims? I'm sure he's stewing. You didn't call me. He may be dead after last night. I have no idea.
You forgot to call him, and then Ted has to go pick up the pieces for you and make it right with
Chances are he was
Rimmer.
going to call Ted anyway.
Ted, he hasn't called you. That's interesting.
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if he's alive.
All right, well,
If he's alive,
we'll check on him.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:34. It is Wildcard Wednesday.
All right. This comes from Man's Droopy Sack, who says, my guys, if you were to run for president, what would your main selling point be? For me, I will promise to ban kickoff commercial sequences in football games. Yeah, that's highly annoying, right? Team scores a touchdown, they go to commercial, then they have the kickoff, then they go to another commercial, and then eventually, 17 minutes later, you get to actually see some football from the last football
That's
you saw.
tough because there's so many things that annoy me. Big things, little things.
Well, you got to pick something that would get broad consensus.
That's what I'm trying to think. I think my broad consensus would be. See, I don't know.
Okay, go. I'll start off with something right now. You vote for me. There's no such thing as a limited time menu at your fast food places.
Oh, that's good.
If I come in to office, if the fast food place can make a McRib, mandate. I have the people behind me. I would say you have to have that on the menu year round. And for also additional 1A to that addendum of the thing I'm writing, you have to have breakfast. If you serve breakfast, it's available 24/7 or whatever you're open. If you serve breakfast and you're open at 5 p.m. and I want to get breakfast, you're going to fix that for me. Also, if I want dinner at 8 a.m., you're going to make that for me. This is how restaurants should work. Thank you.
All right, I'll tell you what I would do. I've talked about this before. I've talked about how I think we're too fragmented. All right? We're too fragmented in society. We're too fragmented in medical research. Everybody wants to cure everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't want diseases. We don't want people to die. The problem is that we got people working on a bunch of different stuff. You know,
Yes, I know.
You got, breast cancer person over here. You got polio person over here. Are there still polio people?
No, well.
Maybe they'll come back. Anyway, so we've got all sorts of people working on stuff, right?
Yeah.
But if we concentrate on one thing every single year, we could cure it. One thing.
I know you've been a big proponent of that.
Put all the funding into one basket. All the brightest minds are trying to cure one thing. And then every single year we hold a television special where we spin the wheel of diseases. And you got all the people in war rooms. Like all the pancreatic cancer people are over here. And they're like,
this wheel is very loose.
Oh.
That's a loose wheel.
It's like winning the NHL draft lottery.
I guess, but I've always wondered about that theory is what happens if, like, it takes 20 years and like, if you were so close, right, to getting through with, I don't know, melanoma, right? You were, like, right there. You were about to just, it goes away. We got a lotion. It's never a problem again. But you're still, like, a year and a half away. And all those researchers are pulled off of that to go work on, it turns out it hit feline cancer.
Well, no, there's got to be a limit to what's going to be on the wheel.
I'm just saying, right? By the time and then like 20 years later, we finally get around to melanoma again. And all those people are like, well, he retired. This gal over here was like leading the field. She, I don't know. She likes working on feline cancer now. She doesn't want to do that anymore.
Feline cancer is not going to be on the wheel.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then suddenly it's like, well, we got to start all over.
That would suck, though, if you're like, because Wheel of Fortune, it sometimes goes slow.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Like, it's going to land there. It's going to land there.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, leukemia. Come on, leukemia. We're going to do it.
So close.
Leukemia.
And it's just right there. And
oh!
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, bent penis. What? What?
Why?
Bent carrot.
Why did they have bankruptcy on here? Why would they leave it off? Lose a turn, come back next year? Why?
But really, an event like that, too, that's fun for the whole family.
Oh, we're watching
Everybody would sit down and across the whole world.
Well, and how about this? You have a year to fix it, or if you get it fixed in a quicker amount of time.
Then we spin the wheel again.
We spin the wheel, and you get to, like, load it up with your, like, if you're the scientist who fixes, let's say, whatever, it's melanoma, then if you're like, well, actually, I'm really passionate about Alzheimer's. I know nothing about it, but I have a lot of people in my family who had that. Then you can be like, we're going to put an extra Alzheimer's on the wheel for you. So you get two of them on there.
Oh.
Like, so now it's like motivation to get this cure.
Yes.
See, and then we add in, and then it's like, well, you'll get it for this 1 year. If you guys all figure out Alzheimer's,
it's like Deal or No Deal. Because sometimes, on Deal or No Deal, what they would do when they wanted to give away the $1 million.
Yes.
They'd have like $10 million cases there.
That's right.
As opposed to one.
Well, yeah, because they really want to give away the $1 million.
And then it's like super. And then the board would come up and people would lose their minds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's 19 Alzheimer's on here.
Again, this is me not being a scientist. Hi, breaking news, dumb. But if your field is, let's say, human pathology and like the way germs work or something like that, that must interest you to some level, correct? I would think. So if we suddenly move you over to another field, are you as interested?
Yeah,
or
I think so.
Are you like bored out of your mind? Like, oh my God, what are we talking about now? Blah. And it's like, well, we're trying to fix this other problem. And they're like, well, sorry, I don't care as much about that.
You're trying to better society. And the faster you fix this problem, the faster we can move on to the thing that you are passionate about.
That's fair. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there are people in sports who float, like commentators. You have people who cover the NBA, they do an NBA game, and then they go do an NFL game, and they do college baseball, and they give it the same gusto, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there are some people that you hear in broadcasting, you're like, that guy is great on baseball, terrible on whatever else, football or something. And I wonder if scientists are the same way, where it's like some of these guys are like five-tool athletes.
Well, that's
they
fine.
They can do anything you want.
There's going to be enough people to take the lead.
All right.
The people who aren't interested can just fill up the beakers, or whatever they do.
I actually really want this to happen. I think we should.
And if you don't like that, I'll just tell you where the aliens are, if there's any. We'll do a Zoom tour, live Zoom tour inside Area 51. That's my campaign promise to you. Maybe there's nothing there.
So you're on, yours is Wheel of Fortune for disease.
Yes.
And
I'll
let
tell
you
the
know
truth
what's going
about
on with the aliens,
If
right.
they're there or not, if we've talked to them, anything.
Mine is fast food will be better. I don't honestly know who wins.
Teddy,
what?
who would you vote for? I mean, you're the impartial person here. You heard our platforms.
This is our one-person sample size, which is a lot like doing an Iowa poll.
I'm going to cure the world of diseases. T-Bone's going to make sure you never run out of the McRib.
Yeah, right.
Which probably is on the board of things I have to cure. McRib.
No, you don't have to cure that. It cures itself.
Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this one. I'm there with the common man. We're going to cure a lot of the diseases. Yeah. Do it. Spin it.
Teddy, why are you so selfish?
No bankrupt. No bankrupt.
Come on, ingrown toenail. Come on.
I also would like there to be a puzzle to solve, just on principle, because we're spinning a wheel. You should have to be like, all right, it landed on genital warts. And also, I'd like to buy a vowel. I want to go with an E.
How about this?
There are 3 E's.
It lands on genital warts, and like the head of the Genital Warts Commission,
well,
they have to answer a trivia question.
The leader is what go ahead.
The head of the genital wart, you know, like that?
I like leader better in this context.
The pussy head of the Genital Wart Commission.
The leader. Go with
has
the leader.
to answer a trivia question.
Sure.
If he or she gets it wrong,
okay,
then it's... Then we spin that wheel again. I'm sorry, you missed your chance. The answer's Rosa Parks.
This is it's getting so complicated where it's like, oh, I'm so glad to be... Yeah, let's go. Let's see if it's me. All right. Come on, genital warts. This wheel takes a really long time. We've actually already cured it. I'm going to leave it go. Oh, here it is. Hey, it landed on genital warts. Yes, I get to cure genital warts now.
No, hold on. You have to answer this trivia question.
Okay.
Who
All right.
won the 1972 American League pennant?
Oh, I'm going to go on principle and say the Oakland Athletics.
Spin the wheel again. Sorry, genital warts. They may have. I don't remember.
Did you see, by the way, have you ever seen, just now I'm on game shows, real quick aside, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Regis?
Yes, I've heard of it.
You're aware. Well, some people didn't watch an old show. Some people hadn't watched it. Right, Regis Philbin. So, you know, they used to do the Lifeline, right? Where you could, like, call a friend and you could reach out if you didn't know the answer. Did you ever see the clip of the guy who won $1 million? He is. Oh,
he called to say, I'm about to win $1 million.
Yes, he's on the last question.
Yes,
and then he calls his dad. He's like, Dad, I don't need your help. I'm just wanting to let you know I'm going to win $1 million bucks.
Bone, that led the news.
It was incredible.
That was the biggest story in the country on that day.
That is, what a flex. That guy's now a doctor curing genital warts. Let him live.
More Wildcard Wednesday fun. Plus, college football playoff rankings released. Whatever. We'll talk about them. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You can expect some residual traffic due to an earlier accident on northbound 270 on the West Outer Bell at 161. And we also have an accident to watch out for on eastbound 270's off-ramp to southbound 315 on the North Outer Bell. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Tough roads demand tougher protection. Shield your vehicle's underside with genuine Z-Bart undercoating from $2.99 and fortify your truck bed against scratches, impacts, and dents with Rhino Lining Spray-On Bed Liner starting at $4.99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Full inventory sale at Logan Services. Save up to $2,500 and 0% APR financing for 72 months on a qualifying train system. Plus, your choice of one air quality freebie. It's hard to stop a train with a system for every home and budget. Now, for a limited time, save up to $1,000 on a water heater and water conditioning combo. Ask us about tax credits when you book your free estimate now. Logan Services.
Thanksgiving can be stressful when you're shopping on a budget. Let Family Dollar help you do more this year with amazing deals on the supplies you need for a great turkey day, from prep to cleanup. See how you could save on Thanksgiving staples like canned soups and veggies, or essentials such as disposable plates and utensils, trash bags, storage supplies, and more. For even greater savings, download the Family Dollar app, clip available offers, and redeem at checkout. Family Dollar, helping you do more.
Common Man and T-Bone here for Hollywood Casino Columbus. Hey, Bone, did you know the sportsbook is now called ESPN Bet?
I did, and you can watch your favorite teams on the biggest screens, place your bets, and grab some wings with an ice-cold pint.
Maybe you're too boring and don't want to go to the casino. Good news. You can keep the action going and place your bets on the go with the ESPN Bet app.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook is your 50-yard line ticket to odds, point spreads, and over-unders.
It's the place to be. Losers must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Bring the thrill of the stadium to your wallet with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the only checking account that rewards you for being a Crew fan. Pathways Financial Credit Union, your true financial partner. Federally insured by NCUA.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the Fan. Very good. Now set the second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the Fan's HD3 and save the Fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
If you're looking for an Affordable Care Act health insurance plan, you have good timing. It's the open enrollment period, and there's an easy way to search, Health Markets. At healthmarkets.com, you can see a list of ACA plans available to you in your area. If you have questions, or when you're ready to choose a plan, there are licensed insurance agents ready to help you apply. See how easy it can be to find your next health insurance plan at healthmarkets.com. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. When companies like Intel need to fill thousands of new jobs in Central Ohio, they hire Columbus State graduates. Our engineering technology programs equip you with skills and experience to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fast-growing fields. And our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/engineeringtech.
Did you know 38% of Ohio's teenagers have spent money on gambling in video and online games? Items like mystery boxes, skins, and spin to win mimic gambling, putting children at a higher risk of experiencing a gambling disorder as an adult. So get in the know about youth gambling and start the conversation with discussion guides, parent resources, and more at changethegameohio.org. That's changethegameohio.org.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits and emergency care to keep you and your family running strong. All plans cover hospital stays and prescriptions so you can have peace of mind. Visit healthcare.gov to explore health plans from the brands you know. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Enroll at healthcare.gov by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow from New Nordic. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start feeling your best with Hair Grow.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Today, cloudy with a few showers, high 71. Sunshine is back Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will be dropping down to the mid-60s. Saturday looks dry. Sunday, not so much. Tracking some heavy rain for the later half of the weekend. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecasts on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
You know what I love about this audience?
What's that?
Is that
Mike?
there are people convinced that I'm either really, really happy today or like manic.
Oh, yeah.
On the verge of a breakdown.
Yeah.
I got people congratulating me. I got people saying, hang in there, buddy. You have no idea.
No, you don't.
What's going on. And I like it that way. I like it when I can get emails during the show, the same show, talking about the same topic from 2 different people that say, hey, commie, go back to Venezuela.
Yeah.
Or, yo, blib, idiot. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. Hey, they
Right.
my ass.
Yeah. Right.
I like it. That means I'm doing my job. I want to get as many people in the pool as I possibly can. And then once I get you here, I want to scream in your face. There's going to be a lot of yelling today.
And I like the fact that you know exactly where I stand. So I like that. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to cover up those tattoos anymore.
No, you're right. Hey, there they are.
Area Nation, there's Bone.
That's right. That's right. That's what the tattoos are, Mike. It's a butterfly.
You know what? Today's a fun day.
It's a
Today's
butterfly
a good day.
and some flowers and a knife.
I may show off my tats today, too.
Oh, look at you.
I may show them off today.
Show off
hey,
your
Timmy's
tattoo
here. Show
today.
off your tramp stamp you got there, Timmy.
I'd like to get one. That's on my list for 2025.
Timmy, when are you getting a tattoo?
I want to get one.
All right.
I think I want to get one on my lower arms too, so I can't even, t-shirts don't cover them up. Like I want to be like you, Bone.
You know what you need to do is get a job killer, right on the old manos.
You know
right
what I
on
want?
the hands.
You know what I want
Let's
my
go.
tattoo to say?
Oh, look at you breaking out. He's taking his shirt off.
Whoa.
He's breaking out. Has anybody ever actually seen your tattoo?
Yeah. Well, I got my little small one here.
You got your small one up there.
Small one here.
Oh, my God. You've got those?
But then
you've got those, and then he's got this. Look at the tattoos. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's Tattoo Wednesday.
Timmy.
Tattoo Wednesday.
Take off your clothes, too, Timmy.
Come on, Timmy. Everybody's taking off. What is going on?
Look at those lines when you flex.
Look at them.
Somebody's been on the bench.
You're fired.
Okay, I guess so.
Wow. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I got to take a break.
We got you know what?
BP worky?
We're going to go they're going to have you and I on the cover of Inked magazine just sitting there with all our tattoos out. Yeah.
Is that Zac Efron in there? I can't see too good.
Oh, look at that. That's high praise.
Hugh Jackman? Zac Efron?
Is that Bill Shakespeare?
Mike Riccardotti.
If Tim calls you Zac Efron, then that tells me one of two things. Tim is very fond of you, or those glasses need an upgrade.
Well, we know
I
that.
just got them upgraded.
Well, you need to go back. Call up Lens Crafters and say you got to craft them better.
Lens Crafters. No lie, I did not know that these frames were green when I picked them. I thought they were dark gray. And then when the lenses were in them and I looked at myself in the mirror, I said, oh, my God. These are green
Timmy,
glasses. These are stupid.
Did you take your old glasses off when you picked these? So you were just couldn't see anything? You're just like, I don't know, surprise me, Doc. And they just gave you
Those
some
are
frames?
ladies' glasses.
It's fine.
Hello there, madam.
May I have another one of those,
It's
madam?
fine. It's
Well,
all
the thing
fine.
is, when you're looking at the glasses, the lighting is different in those places. And so then you're looking at them with, yes, my prescription glasses on so I can tell what they look like. But then when I throw them on my face and look in the mirrors there, I obviously don't have prescription glasses on. You know how blind I am. So it's basically a blind man looking in a mirror trying to decide if I look right in these glasses or
Take
not.
your wife with you. She'll tell you what's good.
My wife, she doesn't go places
Although,
with me.
I will say, that's the part, I draw the line there. Because I have been so many times in a department store looking for clothes, and I will see an elder, usually it's some, I don't want to say elderly, but it's a man who's been married, it appears, for a very long time. You know, someone who's been in the game for a while.
Right.
And the wife will be there with him, and the guy will just be like, and he'll come out of the dressing room, and the wife will be like, no, those are gross. And I'm like, "Bah." And he goes back in, 5 minutes later, he comes back out.
How
And it's like-
ridiculous
it's
is
like,
that,
you're a
too?
grown man.
How
Pick your
ridiculous
own
is that?
clothes.
There
Why are you
is a-
dragging her over there to
No,
look
there
at
is
it?
a time.
No.
I think she's dragging him. There is a time where I think certain men just give up. Either it's been beaten out of them or they just don't care anymore. I was over at my parents' house for dinner.
Yeah.
And they invited some of their neighbor friends.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know them. It was, oh, hey, how you doing? They're,
Right.
all people in their 70s.
Yeah.
Early 70s, late 70s. They cover the gamut. Anyway, so my father's cooking up steaks on the grill. He says to one of the other dudes that's there, hey, Frank, whatever your name is, how do you like your steak? Frank then looks at his wife and says, how do I like my steak? And I'm thinking to myself, well, what type of... You've lost all your will.
I don't understand that.
You've lost your will to live. When you have to look over at somebody else and say, how do I like my meat? You're a 75-year-old man. Get it however you want to get it.
Right.
This is a guy that doesn't have dementia yet.
No. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the guy who's just decided, like, I
can't think for myself.
He's like, I'm done thinking. I'm done. You tell me where to go, what to do. I don't want to think. I want to sit in this chair until you tell me it's time to leave. Like, that I do not ever want to be.
That's not a healthy relationship.
I would think not. No.
I would think the wife wouldn't want to be in a relationship like that.
Picks everything, does everything, handles things for you. You got to step up. It's got to be both ways.
That just seems to me to be a little bit odd. That's not a goal that I have for me and my wife as a couple. I don't hope that we're both just sitting around going like, well, it's time to go to the store.
Well, don't worry.
Big giant baby.
You won't make
Get
it.
over here. I know.
You're checking out by 50.
Oh, don't worry.
College football playoff rankings last night. So here's how it goes. Oregon 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, Gonzaga 3.
That's right.
Georgia/Gonzaga 3, Miami 4, Texas 5, Penn State 6, Tennessee 7, Indiana 8, BYU 9, Notre Dame 10. Now, when last we left you yesterday, we were confused because we thought that you couldn't have two Big Ten teams in the top 4.
Right.
But then we saw this come out. And we're like, oh, maybe you can. No, you can't. See, then they gave a little fake bracket as if, the season ended today. They have Ohio State ranked 5th, playing a first-round home game against Boise State. What they've decided to do is continue to rank the top 25 like they have every single year. But that isn't the way the bracket would ultimately work out.
Right. Yeah, I don't particularly understand the logic there. I guess maybe the idea is that they just want to tell you who they think is the best, and then they'll say, well, if these teams win their conferences, then this is where they would finish. But, their rankings, yet again, it's 1 week in, and there's already like a giant controversy to this in my mind.
What is it? We'll take a break and then tell me about it.
Oh.
Take a break.
All right. There's a
we'll
giant
talk about the controversy, and I'll show you my bottom half tattoos coming up next.
Oh, are you going to show them the Prince Albert too?
You got it.
There we go.
Snuffleupagus. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for some slowdown due to an accident if you're on East Broad Street at Drexel Avenue. And we also have some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roof Revivers. Whether you need a quick repair or a full replacement, Roof Revivers has you covered. Visit roofrevivers.com today. Roof Revivers. We fix leaky roofs.
At Humana, our Medicare Advantage plans give you coverage and care you can count on, along with guided support to help you feel your best. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options and choose a Medicare Advantage plan. You'll feel confident because you have plan options that fit your needs. You could have a plan with a $0 premium and even personalized care from a wide network of doctors, or all-in-one plans that may include medical and prescription coverage, as well as routine dental, vision, and hearing. When it comes to the benefits and support you need, Humana has Medicare Advantage plans made for your well-being and your wallet. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Meijer knows that Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. During the week of Thanksgiving, November 24th through the 30th, when you buy Meijer brand foods, our Simply Give program will feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. So when you bring that perfectly fluffed stuffing to the table, the cranberry sauce and green bean casserole, you're actually bringing more good to more neighbors. Let's bring more good to Thanksgiving with Meijer brand and Simply Give. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Bishop and Friends.
You got to make sure that this isn't something that becomes a mental block. When you come into pressure, the feeling is we can't handle it.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Ready to hit the road in a new car? With Pathways, enjoy up to 90 days with no payments and low auto loan rates. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, your true financial partner. Federally insured by NCUA.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. No limit. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years. And they back it up with a true lifetime warranty. Call them today, 614-502-5220.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey folks, Austin Ward here, and we all know consistency is key in sports. Think about it. No matter how many points you put up in one game, it's the team that stays consistent that ends up winning a championship. The problem? Consistency is hard. For years, that's how I felt about my weight. I'd start strong, but could never stay the course. Then I found Awaken 180 weight loss, and now consistency isn't just a word, it's my reality. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. After dropping 12 pounds in my first week, I went on to lose 52 pounds total. Lost weight every week. Since then, the scoreboard has read the same every single month. October, 189 pounds. September, 189 pounds. August, 190. Okay, maybe a pound off. July, yeah, 189. The weight just stays off and for free. Awaken 180 clients don't pay a dime in free maintenance for life. It's like free oil changes for the rest of your life. If you're looking for results that last, do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss. It's online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only thing harder than Common Man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
It's Wildcard Wednesday. Please do tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. My goal is to make today's show extra crazy. Whether you're in a good mood or a really bad mood today, we are here to be your distraction from everything else. So strap yourself in. Or strap it on. Whatever you do.
Say, strap it on. The top 25 came out. The college football playoff rankings, first ones came out yesterday. And I said before the break that there was one egregious decision that, of course, the College Football Playoff Committee has no defense for, and yet they did it anyway.
What?
Explain to me how an undefeated Indiana team is below. I get there are going to be some one-loss teams like the Buckeyes that are ahead of them. Okay. Ohio State's one loss was to Oregon, who is at number 1. That's fine. But Indiana is below Penn State. Penn State is 6th, Indiana is 8th.
Bone, I can't explain it to you other than they have Indiana on the side of their helmets.
Well, right.
And that's what it is.
Let me give you the record or not the record, but here are the opponents that Indiana's played. They played FIU, Western Illinois, at UCLA, keep that one in mind, Charlotte, Maryland, at Northwestern, Nebraska, and Nebraska, Washington, and Michigan State. Penn State, who is ahead of them, has played at West Virginia, Bowling Green, Kent State, at the time, number 19 Illinois. They are now a 3-loss football team. UCLA, USC, Wisconsin, and, of course, the loss to Ohio State. So you could argue that's a slightly better schedule, but they have a loss on it. What I would ask you is you have a common opponent you could look at if you wanted to try to get a little better sense of these two teams. Indiana played UCLA on the road and beat them like 42-7 or something like that. What was it? 42-13. Penn State hosted UCLA and beat them 27-11. Does that mean anything? I don't know. But if I'm on the College Football Playoff Selection Committee, that's all the justification I would need to say Indiana's above Penn State.
You're trying to use logic. I mean, the real logic is these are two teams in the same conference.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're talking like a Big 12 school against a Big 10 school.
Right.
These are two teams in the same conference that have many of the same opponents. Yeah. Many common opponents on their schedule that they've already played. One has lost a game, the other one hasn't. I'm not here to say that when the season's over, Indiana should get an automatic top spot in the top 4. I have no idea. They can go out and lose to us by 50. I don't know. But right now, they're not number 8. Sorry.
Well, I don't understand it. That to me makes no sense. And if you want to say they haven't played anybody, fine, but we have seen SEC schools, Big Ten schools, Power 5 schools, now Power 4 schools before in years past that were in the top 4 simply because they were undefeated and you knew who they were. They hadn't played anybody, but they were undefeated, baby, so we got to put them in. And I think that's stupid. With Indiana, they should be higher than Penn State, who has a loss at home to, a very good Ohio State team, could be the best team in the country. We hope so as Buckeye fans, but Indiana has no losses. If you want to put Indiana over both Ohio State and Penn State, I would say, well, if your logic is they haven't lost yet and they're in the Big Ten, all right. You'll easily settle that when they play Ohio State in a few weeks.
But you know what? If I'm, what's his name? And that's the name of the show.
What's his name?
Who's the Indiana coach? What's his name?
Kurt Signetti.
Yeah. What I do is I take, I'm sure he is, because even teams like Georgia and the LA Dodgers want to try and convince you that they're the underdogs and nobody's rooting for them. You almost like this. You like the fact that you're number 8. You like the fact that you can just pin this on the bulletin board and say, hey, you haven't lost a game yet, but these teams that have already lost are better than you, just so you know.
Right. Yeah, you're exactly right. And he was talking, I guess, to Pat McAfee today, and he said, we're not focused on that. We're not paying attention to that. I guarantee you that's a lie.
Of course they're focused on it. I guarantee you
they know about it, and they have put it up in places that those guys will see.
And they should be focused on it because, look, their job, coaches' jobs, are to play mind games sometimes with the players, to get them in the right headspace, to go out there and want to kill people on Saturday. That's their job.
That's right. So,
all right, give me some wild cards.
Let's go. I have got, they just went away, so let me bring it back. This one is Urban's Little Meyer says, my guys, what's a food nightmare situation you've had? And then he gives an example. I once made a PB&J and noticed a crumbly sensation when I bit into the sandwich. So I looked at the bread, but didn't notice anything, so I ate the rest. When I went to put the bread away, I noticed flesh-colored tiny organisms crawling inside of the bread bag.
Oh, no.
So the crumbly that he saw was not crumbly, it was insects. He ate the whole sandwich with pieces of infested bread.
That's disgusting.
That's pretty good.
When I was a teenager, this is my punishment. This is my punishment for ordering a salad at Wendy's. But at the time, I enjoyed the taco salad.
Okay.
That they had at Wendy's.
Sure.
So I ordered one, and I accidentally ate a beetle. There was a beetle in my salad.
Disgusting.
And I ate it. It didn't taste right. I spit it out, and I saw the beetle still kind of moving around. I stayed away from the Wendy's salads thereafter.
Yeah.
Also, my wife found a pube in her Red Robin salad.
Oh.
And I said, that's what you get for ordering a salad at Red Robin.
Ooh, Red Robin.
Yeah.
Yum. Yum.
Speaking of insects, my dad, we were at the dinner at the Golden Corral. He had a giant roach crawl out of his salad.
Oh, no. Man, these animals, these little insects really like the salads,
It's vegetables. That's where they live. That's what they eat.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, that's
gross. It's disgusting, but, what are you going to do?
I've never had any of these that you're talking about at a fast food place. And the only thing I can think of closest to the bread situation, like I've pulled out a piece of bread and thought, how old is this bag? And I'll look at the bread I have in my hand and it's fine. And then I'll scan the bag and go, there we go. There's some little mold growing on or whatever.
I drank milk with chunks in it once.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
There was a year that we did our Wildwood Beach Week, and we had this crappy Toyota Tercel. We joked about it. My sister got that car to take to college. That thing sucked. It had bicycle tires on it. Well, that one stayed back, and we had hit a grocery store on the Friday before, and a jug of milk was purchased. When we got back from the beach week in the dead of summer, realized that the milk was left in the trunk of the Tercel, and it had exploded. And seeped into the cheap carpet in the Tercel trunk.
Oh, no.
And it was almost like the episode of Seinfeld where if we had the money, you would have just driven that car to somebody and dangled the keys and said, here you go.
Yeah.
Because it never was defunkified.
No, you have to light that thing on fire and just say, that's over. That's done. Total loss. We're all past that. That's disgusting.
I've accidentally eaten raw chicken. I've done that.
You have? How'd you accidentally eat it?
At a restaurant.
It? Oh, well, okay. So you wasn't like you forgot and were just like, oh, it's pink chicken. Yeah, like you thought you were getting a fully cooked piece of chicken. You bit into it and it wasn't.
It was actually in a chicken egg roll.
Oh.
I bit into the egg roll because the outside's fried.
How would you
the inside was just gooey, raw chicken. And I usually don't say anything.
Well, I think you got to speak up.
But I did say, I just want to let you know that I just, and I showed him, I said, there's raw chicken in here. And he said, we'll take it off your bill. I said, well, okay, thanks. Also, if I die later.
What happens then?
Should I call you or what?
Yeah.
When I'm on the toilet throwing up my insides.
I'm with you. It takes a lot to speak up about something at a restaurant.
Not my wife
these days.
I gotta.
Oh, really?
Oh no. See, I'm the type of guy that's like, okay, it was bad. They're rude. Whatever. We won't come back.
Exactly.
We just speak with our wallet and we don't come back. See, my wife is like, I'm gonna tell them that table's dirty. If they cared, they would have cleaned it before we came. Right. They don't care.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
There's a nationwide decline at certain chain restaurants where customer service is not all that it used to be, which is why we find those places that we do enjoy that have that, and we keep going back there.
And you tip well.
I think the people at Culver's are amazing. Amazing.
I
think, really are, for fast food joint.
The Culver's people do a very good job of keeping the dining room clean.
And they're polite at the desk.
But it's a good combination of polite and not children of the corn.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because sometimes you could be too polite.
That's right.
I will say, though, I have had my issues at Culver's. I've had multiple issues at Culver's where I have been like, we want ice cream. And then they're like, oh, we didn't get it. And I'm like, okay, well, we want chocolate ice cream with sprinkles. And then they're like, we'll bring it out to you. And then it's like a puddle of vanilla ice cream. And I'm like, well,
that's too bad.
What are we doing here?
There's something about the over politeness. We just went to the Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago, and there was an ice cream joint in the Village there. And this place was vacant. There was nothing going around that day. Place was completely empty. It was called like Smoosh or something. It was a
Smoosh.
It was an ice cream sandwich joint. And the one woman in there was just she's like, well, like you can order this one, and then there's a Tutti Frutti flavor, and then
you probably hasn't seen a customer in 3 hours. She was happy to see you.
She was like robotically nice.
I'd rather.
It was
I gotta be honest.
We hated it.
I'd rather have rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I'd rather
have
rude too.
like if it came down to
being nice to me.
I'd rather have rude but efficient.
Let me tell you right now, if it's Chick-fil-A nice or like Popeyes, we're not even sure if this restaurant's open. I'm picking Popeyes.
Well, Popeyes going to give you the wrong food though, too.
Well, but they might work out in my favor. But I won't have to hear it's my pleasure like 8,000 times.
All right, scary situation last night. We'll talk about it coming up next. Not the election, other things. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit some slow traffic if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. And we also have a couple-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Tough roads demand tougher protection. Shield your vehicle's underside with genuine Z-Bart undercoating from $2.99 and fortify your truck bed against scratches, impacts, and dents with Rhino Lining Spray on bed liner starting at $4.99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Is your business generating over $1 million a year in revenue? If your financial advisory team isn't keeping pace, maybe it's time for a change. Here's Brad Hennebert with Premier Advisors.
Thanks, Bobby. Our team integrates financial planning and asset management with business accounting and tax preparation. Business owners have planning needs that are unique. We work with you to design a seamless financial services bundle tailored to your business with monthly or quarterly advisory consultations to help guide you along the way. We don't just keep score of what happened last year. Our team combines expert financial planning and wealth management with top-tier tax services, helping businesses like yours build wealth for you. Call us today at 614-524-4888. That's 614-524-4888.
Brad Hennebert is a registered representative offering securities through United Planners Financial Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through TCP Asset Management LLC. Tax services offered through Premier Tax CPAs. United Planners is not affiliated with TCP Asset Management, Premier Advisors, or Premier Tax CPAs.
You get up early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to thrive in the winter. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $1,100. Now through November 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Your small business can save big with the SOCA benefit plan. 844-MEDOhio.com. That's 844-MEDOhio.com. Anthem's SOCA benefit plan. 844-MEDOhio.com.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.
Morning Juice.
There's nothing better than taking a knee and watching people leave. I was really happy for those guys and everything that they had been through. The shovels were out, being.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hey guys, if you've noticed a lack of energy and drive, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get your levels checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients. And once you're established, you'll get the convenience of physician-monitored, at-home TRT with advanced treatment that includes both lab testing and medication. Low T Center ships directly to your door. So go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on the Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy.
Come on.
Teddy.
Give the people something.
No, this ain't one of them. This ain't one of them.
No, not happening.
I took off my shirt and flexed for you.
That's got to be one of them.
No,
right, Bone?
I mean,
right?
I mean, it's. I think it
Maybe
has.
it's not one of them. Maybe it's
I
got
think
potential.
I think it's got a little life to it. But dude, we're 50 minutes in. There's no way to know if it's one of them. I don't know if it would say it's definitely not. I'd say it's
not one of them.
Let's
All right.
wait and see.
It's Wildcard Wednesday. Get in touch with us. Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. You ready for this?
Let's go.
All right. Morning Juice airs from 6 to 9 right here on The Fan. Bobby Carpenter, Brandon Beam, and Shark. And Craig Krenzel tomorrow morning at 8:33. Our guy.
Cowboy Craig.
That's
Let him
right.
know.
Bishop and Friends. Dom Tiberi is hosting with Bo tomorrow. The entire
yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Feinbaum will be on with them. The Pied Piper of the Hillbillies coming up at 10:33 tomorrow. And on Rothman and Ice at 2:33 tomorrow, it's Gold Jacket Thursday with Rob. It says Rob Woodson, but I'm guessing it's Rod
He
Woodson.
meant Rod Woodson.
Yeah, Rod Woodson, Hall of Fame defensive back. Last week, I think, was Kellen Winslow Sr. Junior was unavailable.
It was definitely senior.
Prison.
I can confirm it was senior.
Yeah,
that's right.
Scary situation last night. Blues forward Dylan Holloway left last night's game against Tampa Bay Lightning, departed the rink on a stretcher after being struck by a puck late in the first period. He was hit in the neck.
Oh.
With 2:37 remaining in the period, proceeded to finish his shift.
Oh, my God.
Skated to the bench under his own power, and then sort of like went down.
Oh,
and his teammates started calling for assistance, and the medics were there, and they took him away, and he was raising his right arm as he was carted off, and I guess he's all right, but...
Yeah, they said he was back at practice today, and he avoided serious injury, but that's... you think you've heard about or seen or whatever every, like, hockey injury that they've had? I mean, and then you find out getting hit in the neck by a puck, and I don't even know what would cause you to do that other than just you're stunned, and then, I don't know if maybe he had a little... Who knows? Like, I don't know what that does to you. I know if you get hit in the chest, right, in the right spot, takes your breath away.
Well, who was the...
I think getting hit in the Adam's apple or something would probably have a similar effect.
The Jackets played in that game where what's-his-name? Again, it's what's-his-name day.
What's-his-name day, yeah.
His heart stopped. He went into cardiac arrest.
Oh, the guy from the
What was his name?
Dallas Stars, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I'm blanking on his name, too. I know who you're talking about.
They canceled the rest of the game.
Yeah.
As they should.
Collapsed on the ice. You would do that. Yeah, but those are scary situations, right? Just terrible. So I'm glad he's all right, and glad that. Let's hope that never happens again. That's a terrible injury.
All right, it's Wildcard Wednesday. What do we got?
Hubert says, my guys. Cars. This is a wild card question. Cars are now illegal in this hypothetical theory, but luckily the government will train any animal you want to ride around on. Doesn't need to be trainable because they have the brain technology. I like how he says the brain technology. What animal do you choose to ride on your commute? Also, horses are illegal. Hashtag rah, rah, rah.
No horses.
So you have to pick an animal that can obviously hold your body weight. You have to pick an animal that would be comfortable and efficient enough to get you to work at a reasonable amount of time.
Right, relatively fast. Now, the animal won't, turn and eat you, right?
It says you have brain technology. The animal doesn't have to be trainable. So, yes, you can train it to just do with the brain technology, it will be nice to you.
I assume an elephant's pretty slow.
Yeah. I mean,
but they got long strides.
Yeah, but I think it's going to take you a solid hour or two to get to work,
They catch up on a podcast. Maybe a little talk to her. What's the matter?
Hawk Tua girls top 5
That's
podcasts.
Right. That's what I
this week.
heard. She's having a lot of success.
She's up there.
All you
Let
got to
her
do
live.
is get caught on camera talking about how you... and then you get your own podcast worth millions of dollars.
If only they had a word for that little sound effect you made. Oh, they do. Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua.
That's what they did.
That's right.
You know what? I wish there was a bird big enough because that would be my answer, but there isn't. I mean, the biggest bird we've got, I think, is like a condor or something. And even though that's a giant bird.
What about an ostrich?
Well, now I would not be able to ride an ostrich, but a human maybe. If you could tame it, the question would be, you'd have to find a way to get a saddle on that thing because you can't hold onto its neck because it would just choke and die. That would be.
What about former Notre Dame quarterback Jimmy Clausen, who looks like an ostrich? What about that?
He really does. I think I'm going to have to pick. You know what I would do? I'm going to go with a rhinoceros.
A rhino.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
It's not fast, but it's certainly big enough to
I've
hold
seen
me.
them gallop.
They can gallop.
They can gallop.
And it would probably be no it would be a little slower than a horse, I would guess. And then it's just about, you got to have enough food for that guy or gal.
Oh, you know what I'm going with?
Yeah.
A brown bear.
Oh, like a grizzly. Have to be a big grizzly.
Yeah, the big brown bear is the biggest bear, right?
Grizzly.
There's grizzly bear and then there's brown bear.
I thought they were the same thing.
I don't think so. Okay. I think they're two different bears.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
They're two different bears. Teddy, is a grizzly a brown or is a brown its own thing?
I thought they were the same.
I
could be
think
wrong.
so.
I could be wrong.
You think what? You think so what?
I just think so.
Good answer,
Idiot.
Ted. Good answer. Good answer.
Fat Boy Food Tap coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right shoulder on eastbound 270's off-ramp to southbound 315 on the North Outer Belt. And things are slow on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Okay, Donato's pepperoni lovers, it's time to pick your pep deal. Now get $5 off a large hot honey pepperoni pizza or get $5 off a large pep 150 when you use promo code PEP. Order today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The holidays are right around the corner. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000.
Visit bmifcu.org/holiday loan for details.
Hey guys, it's D Miller. If you're not feeling upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it affects our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But we're not all the same. So don't go for TRT referred to as a standard dosage plan. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan, like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. They provide advanced therapy and have over a decade of experience. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, save big on 6 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties are just $2.99 each with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Tickets for the 2025 Memorial Tournament presented by Workday are now on sale with special offers only through December 5th. Walk the rope line. Witness iconic shots by golf's best. Join the crowd roars. The experience is yours, and it's second to none. Be there May 26th through June 1st. Take advantage of best ticket pricing and waived fees now through December 5th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
To Central Ohioans, fall means one thing, football. At Sears Heating and Cooling, fall also means one thing, furnaces. We're not plumbers or electricians. Nope. For 74 years, we've been your Central Ohio heating and cooling experts. Need an electrician or plumber? We'll gladly give you a referral, but we won't pretend to be your one-stop shop for all the trades. We're HVAC experts, and our mission is to provide the highest quality service at the best possible price. That's the local advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears Heating and Cooling. Online at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
If it sounds like you've got a screeching pterodactyl in your garage, you don't. Your garage door just sucks. We are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. At DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. Let's start with college hoops. On Tuesday evening, the 14th ranked Ohio State women opened up their season with a 104-69 win over Cleveland State. Freshman Jelani Cambridge was the star in that one as she scored 31 points in her college debut. Next up, the Buckeyes host Charlotte next Tuesday night. After their season opening win over Texas on Monday night, the Ohio State men play their home opener next Monday night as the Buckeyes host Youngstown State at the Shot. In baseball, Scott Boras said that Juan Soto will take his time in free agency this winter before he signs with a new team. Projections have Soto signing the second largest deal ever behind only Shohei Ohtani. And in the NBA tonight, the Pelicans host the Cavaliers at 8 o'clock as Cleveland looks to improve to 9-0 this season. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. You can get a holiday loan from BMI and choose the amount from $1,000 to $5,000. Visit BMIFCU.org/holiday loan.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Droopy Sack and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It's Wildcard Wednesday.
I just want to point out, Common Man is sitting next to me, and as we're in the commercial break, he's like, I'm
hot. It's too hot in here.
So hot. Now, Ted, you'll notice that he has a sweatshirt on over a T-shirt.
Yeah, he took it off earlier.
Yeah, he had the T-shirt on only. He put the sweatshirt back on, so if you were warm, you could maybe take that back off. The other thing is, what did you spend the last 5 minutes doing during the commercial break?
With Timmy? And Timmy's in his zone today, man. He's hitting everything back. He's running all over the place. He's running me ragged.
What I'm saying is perhaps you're warm because you're wearing a sweatshirt and you are moving around.
The T-shirt is an undershirt. It's not made just to be gawked at. It's tight. You can see my man boobs.
Okay. I got news for you. You can see mine pretty much every day just because I'm fat. So get over it. I'm just saying, if you're hot, you're hot. Cool off.
You fan me.
No,
when you're not, you're not.
When you're not, you're not. That's right. And by the way, for what it's worth, yeah, you're hot. Just don't play ping pong if you're getting hot. Take a couple breaks. Don't play.
That's my exercise for the day.
Oh.
How you doing over there, Teddy?
Doing good, Mike. Yeah,
All
you
right.
get your whole sweatsuit outfit. I mean, not sweatsuit. So you got sweatpants and you got a sweatshirt on.
Yeah,
it's like
this
you're
is
in
my,
training.
I went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. outfit today.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Up watching a late Jackets game.
I watched some Jackets.
How about that?
Then
by
I
the way?
watched election stuff.
They lost 2-1.
BBC?
I flipped around. A lot of BBC, a lot of that. And I did the other cable news, talking head channels, just to see some perspective and scream at things.
I see.
I like to do that. I like to get angry.
I understand. I do the same thing. By the way, that's why a lot of people watch a lot of those shows.
Right.
If you're not aware, that's a thing that sells.
Well, here's the thing. Usually I stay away from that type of stuff. But for some reason on election night, I feel like it's my civic duty to sit there and consume it all, whether I'm having a good time or a bad time.
I would also like to point out that I really don't enjoy math, but I, too, was watching a lot of this election coverage, and it dawned on me last night as I'm watching it, I'm saying, I don't like math. I would never say I love to hear stats and numbers, and yet here I am basically listening for 8 hours as someone just talks about math. Because all it was like, well, this precinct, they got 13% of the vote in, and so-and-so's got this lead, but then they're only up by this percentage point. It should be by this percentage point. And if you look last year or 4 years ago, this is what the percentage was, blah, blah, blah. And it's nonstop statistics and numbers. And usually, if I were in school, that would have made me just fall asleep. But last night, I'm just getting a popcorn out. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me, Kornacki, what's going on? Like, I'm getting all the numbers, and I'm just like, it's overwhelming me. Also,
I forget every single 4 years, too.
What's that?
That Nebraska, or not yet.
Yes. Nebraska. With Omaha?
No. Yes, Omaha splits its electoral college thing, where Omaha gets his own electoral college vote.
Yes. One of the votes goes to, like, the outer region of Omaha, and the other vote goes to Peyton Manning's forehead.
I see.
And that's where...
I really like it, T-Bone. Hey, T-Bone.
Yeah.
I'm going to host the Country Music Awards this year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
You like it? I sound like I have a permanent sinus infection.
Listen, I don't know if you're aware of this. It doesn't matter what you sound like when you do broadcasting. What matters is, did you play in the NFL and were you good at throwing a football? If you were Tom Brady, then who cares if you're actually any good at your job?
Tom's getting a little bit better, though.
Okay.
A little better. He's working on his voice cadence. That first week, he sounded like the annoying kid on Polar Express.
He did.
I really think they're going to throw a screen pass here. What do you think?
Only thing that could have made it worse is if he had the full-on Boston accent, like, John.
No, I actually like that.
Hey, these guys got to go harder.
They got to park the bus in front of that goal line,
Faster!
I'd like to have Mark Wahlberg from The Departed calling games.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that does his job. Who are you?
You couldn't date a woman with the dirty talking.
Oh, no.
Boston dirty talking?
With a heavy Boston accent?
That's what they used to do. That was like Rachel Dratch on SNL, right? Her and
Dratch.
Jimmy Fallon used to do the whole, like, get over here. Yeah. Oh, you got me so hot. And it's just like, ugh.
I forgot about that bit.
That's what's happening in Boston? Everybody just sounds like that?
Yeah, but they don't know it.
No, you're right.
Because they all just sound normal to each other.
That is the thing that's going on in Boston.
I know. I'm saying.
They do.
No, but they don't realize that it's like...
It's all the words that end in ER.
Yeah. I just didn't know if they ever...
Teddy knows exactly what's in my head, too. You bastard. You know exactly what I want to say.
Common Man and T-Bone? Is that right? Go on.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
All right, there is a donut place that I've never heard of before. It sounds like one of those, like, we're only open on Saturdays type of places.
Okay.
It is called Rose Dough Donuts.
Rose Dough Donuts.
Rose Dough Donuts. It's at 1400 Dublin Road in Columbus. They have a new donut, according to owner Katie Passo, and it is called the Spicy Maple Pickle Donut.
All right.
This apparently is a new thing, because Cheryl's Cookies had a pickle-flavored cookie. Look, I like pickles as much as the next guy, but apparently I don't, because there are some of you who love pickles so much you even need them in your desserts. So here's what Katie said. One morning, I ate some dry maple cereal in a bowl, and later that day, I put some spicy pickle potato chips in the same bowl. I could still taste some of the maple with the spicy pickle, and I really liked it. Think about bread and butter pickles, the sweet and savory, the sweet and spicy. All right, two thoughts. First of all, learn how to wash your damn bowl. Second thought, bread and butter pickles taste like whole of butt.
Oh, you're not a big fan of the
get
bread
out
and
of
butter
here.
pickles?
It's a dill pickle or nothing. Give me a sweet gherkin, too. I'll throw that right in your face.
So you're not a sweet pickle fan. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't like any of that crap.
Yeah, I mean, you know my stance on pickles. I wouldn't really give this a try, but I would go try Rose Dough Donuts. They're right down the road from us.
When's their hours?
It says opens... Oh. I don't know if this is accurate. Please don't get on to me. If you're someone who's working with this business, please don't yell at me. It says here, Saturday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. There's no way that's accurate.
This is a hobby.
Pre-order only.
Yeah, this is.
I see.
This is someone's hobby.
I see.
You place your order. This woman probably has a regular job. And
All
God
right.
bless, that's
Well,
fine.
you know what? Then
clearly not really good washing a bowl, but I'm sure she's very clean in her kitchen while she makes these pickled donuts.
You never want to get a little of the residue from the previous thing you ate?
No.
Just try it out, see what happens? Were you that kid that wouldn't let the mashed potatoes touch the vegetables on your plate?
No, because that's all the same meal. That's
It's not-
fine.
It's not like the cast iron skillet where you let things season in the skillet and then put a little oil in there for the next cook.
Little oil.
Yeah.
The donut is a cruller topped with maple syrup glaze and dill pickle and red pepper seasoned sugar.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I mean, I don't want the dill part of that, but I would try the red pepper seasoned sugar on that and the honey or the maple. Absolutely.
Yeah, everything
I would do
but
that.
the pickle flavor.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rose Dough Donuts, if you've had them, if you've pre-ordered and tried them,
Let us
please
know.
do let us know. Maybe not necessarily this flavor,
Well,
but
you know what?
it sounds like she has a new flavor every single week.
What's stopping you from trying it yourself and finding out if it's any good? So why don't you go out and be adventurous? Go check it out.
Guys, I have a Halloween candy one for both of you. I was in the Myers the other day.
The Myers.
Throw the S on there for the boat
Myers. Yeah.
Myers
and
Jewelers.
I found paydays covered with chocolate.
I have a problem with this.
Okay, but hold on. I knew this was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No,
yes,
no, it
yes.
doesn't belong.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes. It's delicious.
No, that doesn't belong.
Oh, my God.
The whole point of Payday is that it's nude. It's
No.
stripped down to its essence.
Well, let's put a robe
just-
on it.
It's like listening to MTV Unplugged and Slash comes in with a guitar solo on an
It's
electric.
not
it
like
doesn't.
that.
It doesn't belong.
Oh, my God. This is a dumb. Listen to me. Listen to me.
We're adding a great
Listen
thing to a
me.
good candy bar.
No, it's unnecessary. Self-edit.
Today, no, self-edit, you can shut the hell up. Because today, Fish brought in something delicious. I like Smart Food popcorn.
Right.
It's good.
Right.
It's white cheddar. That's the only flavor I ever thought they made.
Or plain, right? Which sucks.
Yeah, I never had the plain. Go to hell
Who eats
with
a
that
plane?
too.
What kind of psychopath eats a plane?
But
My wife will try to buy it every now and then. This will
No.
be our
Stop
healthy
it.
snack.
No.
Just give me the white cheddar and move on with your day.
Well, Fish brought in a Smart Food popcorn with Doritos nacho cheese dust on it.
Phenomenal.
Made by the Doritos people. And it was
Phenomenal.
great. It was awesome.
Oh, and I'm not saying
it
there's
was
not a marketplace for that.
wonderful addition. I'm saying if you want your payday, you can have it. They're not getting rid of them. They're just
How do
saying.
you know?
They're not.
They may.
No, they're
No,
not.
they won't. It's a world famous candy.
Yeah.
It's got its place. But anyway.
But over here, if they were like,
Where's
hey,
my
would you like
whatchamacallit?
to
What
dip,
about it?
dip
Gone.
it in chocolate? No, it's not.
Whatchamacallit's gone.
They're back, baby. They've been there.
Okay, see, I
What are
can
you talking
dance
about?
with you on a whatchamacallit. I have another one. So when I ate this payday, it got me thinking, where the hell is one of my favorite candy bars of all time? I actually did my top 5 Halloween candy and my top 5 underrated candy, and I omitted this one. I had to go back and retract it because I left out Reese's Nutrageous.
Nutrageous is
The
delicious.
old bright red wrapper.
But I haven't seen
Where
them in a while.
are they? I looked them up on the internet. They still exist. I can get a box of an 18 count on Amazon, which I just purchased. I'm putting into the cart right now. $21, so I'll bring you a Nutrageous. They're an orange wrapper now, but I mean, the only thing that would have made that chocolate-covered payday better is if it were a Reese's Nutrageous bar. And imagine this, too. What if our favorite, the salted nut roll, did an edition that was covered with milk chocolate? How good would that be?
That would be delicious.
Because that one has the white cream.
It does.
Inside.
Has the creamy center.
Not the
which I love.
caramel, which is the payday.
Yeah, let me tell you right now.
Oh.
The chocolate-covered versions of that. I mean, again, Oreos are delicious, Mike. Are they not? By themselves, they're great. What did I just tell you the other day? It's one of the best things. And you agreed with me.
I do agree with you.
That a white chocolate Oreo is divine. It may be better than an original Oreo. It's so good.
What about a chocolate-covered Oreo with a peanut butter
As
filling?
long as they don't take the original payday away.
They're not.
Okay.
They're just going to take it away.
Sometimes I get nervous, Bone. I get nervous because society changes. All right?
I understand.
Sometimes you can have something, the next day it's gone.
Like the Butterfinger.
They changed the
They
formula
did
on that,
change
too.
that.
You're right. Now it tastes like cat piss. It does.
I don't know about that.
No, I can't eat it. I can't eat it. You know, more candy bar conversation and Wildcard Wednesday next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a slowdown on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And we also have slow traffic on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and 3rd Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessig. The Ohio Laborers Union. They're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities, from iconic bridges spanning rivers to underground tunnels. They build connections that stand the test of time. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Marty Brenneman here for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health for treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues. And they're the leader for a reason, because I can tell you from my own experience of being treated there, Tri-State Men's Health is top shelf. Far too many men wait to get their ED treated, but I want to tell you today that you shouldn't wait any longer. If you're suffering with ED and are like most guys, a medical team at Tri-State Men's Health will get you back on track fast. They have the experience, they have the treatment protocols, and they know what they're doing. At Tri-State Men's Health, they have ED treatments that are effective in well over 90% of men. They can even combine treatments for better results. You might even find yourself performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Meijer holiday deals are here. Shop now and find gifts for everyone on your list. Like a Gourmet 7 or 8 quart air fryer, just $59.99. Save $40. Buy one, get one 40% off on Barbie dolls and play sets. Buy one, get one 40% off board or card games. And Falls Creek or Colorful Planet kids sweaters for $12.99. Count on Meijer to help make the holidays extra special. Shop even more great holiday deals like these in-store or in the Meijer app. Exclusions apply.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, folks, it's game day, and the betting's going to be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right. You got to pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few sprinkles out there and a bit of sunshine possible also on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies moving in down to the upper 40s when you wake up Thursday morning. We'll see more sunshine by Thursday afternoon and highs in the low 60s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
If Biggie Size was a radio show, this would be it. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
I know you have, girls in the house that are old enough to have phones and tablets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? And they text their friends and have their number. But
absolutely.
Samantha doesn't have anything like that. No phone, no tablet, nothing like that. But her 9-year-old cousin has a tab where she's able to text with just, approved family members.
Sure.
We're going up there on Saturday for a little visit. They're being Akron.
Okay.
And I've been getting like this countdown from my niece.
Mm-hmm.
See you in 4 days. See you in 3 days.
Sure. And I just got one, and I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. I just thought I'd share it with you.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's,
do you get nice texts from your daughter, or do they ignore you completely?
No, we get texts. We are texting back and forth. There are, different things that we usually get into. A lot of times it's, Dad, can I get more screen time? And then the answer is no.
That's the good stuff.
Right. It's like, no, we can't do that. There's a reason we have a limit on screen time. You are surpassing the limit on screen time, so that's done. But there are times where it's like, what are we doing this weekend? Can we go do this? Like it's a lot more effective for like planning when everyone's out and about.
What about just like a little heart emoji? Do you get those?
Oh, yeah, we get those.
Okay, good.
And we now, my oldest, she's done the thing. My wife and I have had this relationship for a while, and now my oldest daughter is doing this, where she will send me like videos from YouTube that she is like, this is funny, you should watch it.
Yes.
And that's like, my wife and I send each other that stuff all the time, like, this is funny, you should watch it.
Right.
I
we
like
sit
this
on the
video.
couch and send Instagram reels back
to
and
each
forth.
other. Yes. Well, now
do you send Jack the same Instagram reels you send me?
Well, God, no. What are you, crazy? You out of your damn mind?
He's a growing boy. He's curious.
He's a good, clean boy.
The boy see the girl on the trampoline.
Let the boy watch.
You were talking about this, and my text exchanges with Jack has only recently started to ramp up. He hasn't had the cell phone for very long. He's got some buddies that have just gotten their cell phones. He's 13, just for reference. Like every parent I know has to make that choice.
He's got the 13-year-old hair, too.
Oh, my God.
Like there's some sort of handbook for the helmet that they grow.
I don't know what's going on.
These
but they
kids
love
today
it.
and their hair.
He's got great hair, but he chooses to have it be frizzy and puffed up in the front like that without the perm thing going on. But so we will text each other about football. So it's not like as lovey-dovey as maybe some text exchanges are. I tell him that his stuff every now and then, and I yelled at him. I just said Patriots. He was actually upstairs playing in the room on the gaming machine with friends. I just said Patriots, Drake May. He had that pass. And he says, I just saw it, crazy. And then later that night, I sent him a video. There's this dude that sings songs about the Indianapolis Colts that we've been watching. I don't know if you guys have seen this dude. He does like a preview song every week, and he gets on there and he goes, this is our team. This is our town. We love them. It's the most idiotic thing you've ever seen, but the Colts eat it up. I sent him that. He texted me back, his hand movements make me hurt inside. And I just said, we love them. So we just inside joke with each other.
Let me tell you what I would do.
Good. That's great.
I think this would be effective parenting. I got another bus stop kid. His name is Pernav. Kids didn't have school yesterday because their school was being used as an election polling place.
Yes.
And so I said, Pernav, what are you doing today? Days off. And he said, well, I did some of the chores around the house, and I've earned myself a brain rot day.
And I like that. That's good.
I said, what is that? And he said, I get to have as much screen time as I want because I've accomplished all these things. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So then I was thinking, my parents didn't have these incentives. I mean, we had other things like, buy you this video game or take you to a baseball, whatever it is if you do this. But I was thinking this would be effective. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes you have problems. You both have teenagers. With your teenagers listening or doing chores or maybe being home in time. How about this for incentive? Okay? Put yourself in their position. If you say, if you don't do this, I've warned you a million times, if you don't accomplish this task today, randomly, sometime in the next week, I am going to text you a video of your mom and I having sex. You don't know when it's coming, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you complete the task instantly? Instantly.
How are we supposed to get video of that?
Right.
Well, I assume you have it on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
No?
We're just always videoing ourselves.
Well, that you say to your wife, like, honey, I know you don't want to do it with me, but this is kid blackmail, so we have to do it right now.
You'd have to do it first.
That's right. But then you're both on the same page. You're not doing it for enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't know
You're
if you've
just
met,
doing it
I don't
for
know if you've met
blackmail
the
purposes.
parents of teenagers,
Right.
Mike, but it's
Have
not,
you met parents?
It's not
It
happening
doesn't
as often.
happen.
Not happening as often. Also,
But I have a common purpose.
I think what I should do is set up a camera and be like, honey, I just need the all 22. If you don't know what that means, it's fine. It's just I really want to see it from the wide angle so we get a full picture of how this is happening. You know what I mean? I don't want it zoomed in like I'm seeing
You're
on
drawing on like boom, and
Yeah.
then we're going here, and there's an arrow
look.
pointing there. You're gonna hit the gap hard, is what we're gonna do.
Security camera footage.
Yeah. Actually, I did look up to see like what are some of the texts because you know I get a lot of texts. I'm texting people and I was like, what is the last thing Viv sent me? And I had sent her a picture that like I had taken when I was on one of my walks, and the response I got back from her was slay. And I was like, and then I said, is that good? And then she said yes.
Darius?
She said also eat. And I was like, eat. Don't worry. That's happening.
I haven't heard eat.
No, eat and slay. Those are like, well, you know, slay is like good. Like,
Is
oh,
eat
that,
like,
that slays. That's good.
Keep giving Zeke the ball. Eat.
Eat is like, oh yeah, like, well, like that's also like ate, where it's like you ate and left no crumbs. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
You did a good job.
All right, here's another question I have for you because my soon-to-be 8-year-old says this, and I don't know if it's just her and her weird friends. Does the word Sigma have any meaning with you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, because
we're down with Sigma.
All over
Yeah.
it. And what's the usage? Because she uses it for everything. It's what the Sigma.
Bone is so Sigma. That's what I would say.
What is Sigma?
It's just it's like Sigma. It's like in
It's
a
like
stream.
it's like the Greek term, basically.
It's in a stream of like positives is the way I would best describe that. Like, oh yeah, that's so Sigma Rizzler or whatever.
Like
They
you've
just
got
throw a bunch of stuff in there.
charisma, you've got clout, you've got some
Yeah.
good things going on. Jack's thing, he
Is it?
said to us, he came down and was showing off one of his outfits that he had picked out, and he said, "Mom, Dad, drip or skip." That was
drip or skip.
Well, skip,
drip or skip.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I get it.
But that was,
what
I mean,
is what is drip? Mike?
I don't know if you want your mom to say drip.
What is drip? What's drip
good
to you?
call.
What does drip mean? What do when you
What's
have drip?
drippy?
Like it's good. You
Drip, yeah.
Yeah, you're wet.
No, it doesn't mean that. It means
Is that
the
like your
clothes.
style,
It
kinda?
means the
Like
clothes are on point.
So
You've
like
got
the-
drip, like you've got style.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like,
It
hey.
means style. It doesn't have anything to do with the level of moisture.
Don't say wet. Made me think of the owner in Draft Day. It's moist. I gotta
Yeah.
see him get wet.
No, I will also add, if you haven't heard, like Ohio, isn't Ohio one of the ones,
Brian
Timmy?
Cox, is that who that is?
No, Frank Langella.
That's right.
Yeah.
Timmy, isn't Ohio in the mix with like Sigma, toilet, skibbity, the whole thing, right? It's all that, right? It's all in there.
Toilet skibbity.
It's all in there, yeah. It's all there, baby.
What are we doing?
We're cooking. Let him cook.
Crispy. We're crispy,
Timmy,
too.
let him cook. Let him cook.
Yes, let him cook.
Yeah, he's him.
He's cooking.
You know, we make fun of this stuff, but think about what we've contributed to society.
Oh, I know.
I mean, there are people who go home and every ip word is yep.
No, I fully, what I am telling you is.
We've done it.
I will be in 10 years. Like when the first person came home and was like, man, that sucks. You know, Beard's like, how dare you? And now it's like you've got 80-year-old men on TV just being like, I don't know, Bill, that sucks. Like it's just a part of it's the verbiage. And so now
the priest drops it in the homily.
Right.
I got to tell you, that sucks.
I'm actually texting Jack right now trying to get the lowdown on what the newest phrase is out there.
You're going to have like 20 years from now, someone's going to be doing a call for like, you know, investors and be like, anyway, fourth quarter this year, skibbity. It's like, oh, wow, we're going old school.
you're
with this.
dated, Sigma.
Throwing it back. Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. Now I know. I thought it was maybe just her and her weird friends, but
no,
it's
you're,
everybody.
No, you're good.
You're kind of Sigma lately.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being so Sigma, dude.
Sigma's good, though.
It is
Bro.
good.
Yeah, but it's too. You're being too Sigma.
Oh, too Sigma.
Too Sigma.
Too wet.
Did you see him
No.
wearing that cardigan the
Soaked.
other day? The drip on that?
The drip.
Cardigan.
Dripping wet. Soaked.
That could be a good one. Soaked. That could be a good one.
Yeah.
You're so drippy, you just come in, you're soaked.
I'm going to ask Viv for some slang. She'll get us hooked up. She knows the drill.
Just thinking of other words now.
Are you Chapel Roan? That's
Who's
what
that?
That's what she says a lot. That's not slang. That's just a woman who sings songs. She's great. Big Pony Club. Yeah, let's go. That's a banger. That's great. Never heard that? Come on, Teddy, you love Pink Pony Club, right?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
All right, Sigma, Wildcard Wednesday next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 5-minute slowdown if you need to travel northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And we've got a couple-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies. During Dell Technologies' early holiday savings event, save on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Shop Dell.com/deals. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Hey, it's Anthony. If you want to make the best deal in town on a new Honda, make sure you visit my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. They're on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. And Rich tells me you're going to get 1.90% APR up to 60 months on most new 24s and 25 Hondas. They'll give you the details. Of course, you'll get same-day service, no appointment needed. And how about an extra $1,000 for your trade if you have a 2014 or newer vehicle? All with the great people at Germain Honda of Dublin.
Scotty Vegas for Maxima Concrete. They redid my whole driveway, but they can do so much more, like outdoor kitchens, pools, patios, you name it. Mention this ad for $250 off your next project with Maxima Concrete and visit MaximaConcrete.com.
Hey, it's Anthony. Do more with your money at Tel-Ohio Credit Union. If you know Tel-Ohio Choice Checking, you know all the perks that come with your account. Cash in your benefits by setting up an account today. Find out more at telohio.org.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Giant Eagle, we know nothing saves you more money than free. So we're giving away free turkeys for your Thanksgiving feast. When you shop your neighborhood Giant Eagle October 17th through November 9th, you'll be earning your way to a free turkey to bake, roast, fry, smoke, grill, carve, and serve. Just spend $300 or more to earn your free turkey. Must scan Giant Eagle loyalty card. Redeem November 10th through 30th. Restrictions apply. Visit gianteagle.com/free turkey for details.
In a divorce, it's important to have a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell, a domestic litigation and family law firm. We champion your rights as an individual and your role as a parent, taking an aggressive approach in court while leveling the legal playing field in domestic matters. That's what a champion does. That's what Cordell & Cordell can do for you. Visit us at CordellCordell.com.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
AJ Hawk won a national title, a Super Bowl, and a Lombardi Award, but his weekly appearance on Morning Juice Fridays at 8:33 is the real highlight of his career. If he tells you otherwise, he's lying.
Sponsored by FanDuel.
The Fan.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At the Columbus Men's Clinic, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
The Columbus Men's Clinic has over 10 years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now, including blood work. Call 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. The Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
When it comes to all-wheel drive vehicles, nobody gives you more to choose from than Toyota.
With 25 different choices that'll have you ready for anything, including the new all-hybrid best-selling Camry, the adventurous best-selling RAV4, the best-selling, more powerful Tacoma,
And the newest member of the Crown family, the Toyota Crown Signia.
all come with the traction you need for confident driving.
Any road, any weather. Toyota all-wheel drive.
The more you know, the more you'll drive Toyota.
Let's go places.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only thing scarier than Bones' analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Common Man is out at the Pink Pony Club right now. I believe he's trying to find out if he is, in fact, the Rizzler.
I didn't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Where do you work? You work here?
Teddy usually comes out and gets me. I was just sitting there talking to Fish.
That's your job.
Who's our boss? He's our boss.
He's our boss.
He says, I want to sit and talk to you.
Does he not set the clocks? I don't know if you know what time it is. There's a show going on right now.
Can I tell you something, though?
What's that?
I have, since we moved into this building, I've always said, give me a clock out there.
Oh, I understand.
We have studio clocks all over the place here. Big red letters. It tells numbers 4, 36, and 34 seconds. I can see it.
Right.
Why don't we have one of those outside of the studio so we know?
I don't know if you're aware of what time our usual return from programming is, but it's not the time that's on here. So even if we had a clock, you would have noticed that we are way past the time that we come back. We were super late.
All right,
and
how
you
about,
could have still,
first of all,
you still wouldn't have been here.
Late. Have you met the other shows on this channel? We're super late. All right. Been talking to, intern Lindsay again.
Yeah.
Be quiet. How about this?
Okay.
We got a digital clock out there.
Yeah.
And when we're 1 minute away from coming back, the numbers turn red.
Do we have to get a different clock? Because these numbers are already red.
No, I know. We get a different clock.
Oh, I see.
Where the numbers are white.
White.
Normally. Tells
White
you
numbers.
the time.
Right.
But when you're less than a minute away from coming back from
red.
break, turns red. So it
Yes.
alerts you, break's about to end, go back in the room, fatty.
That's right. I like
You
how
don't like that idea?
what I like is the fact that Teddy, even though it was 100% his fault, he now has made it someone else's fault by saying an engineer
Ted never does
should have
that.
got...
You're right. Ted never does
An
it.
engineer should have gotten the clock together to tell me when I could come back to the
Teddy,
studio.
Is that not a good idea?
I think it's fantastic.
Wouldn't that solve a lot of
Ted,
problems around here?
I just don't know
Suck
how
up
it's
to him.
going to work. Like it'll have to be synced up to like the board.
I mean, maybe if
There's no
if
way.
there was a red clock outside the building today, you wouldn't have missed our meeting. But
I just want to point out,
a lot of things on our minds.
I have been on time and here for everything today.
You have been.
I have
That's
been.
right.
Although I was late to the meeting by a minute because I was listening to music and Fish had to come tap me on my shoulder and be like, "We're getting ready to meet now." And then I walked in, but I was right there. I was right next to it. I could have just easily walked in.
I know.
I was listening to Better Lovers.
What's Better Lovers?
Oh, heavy band.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound heavy.
Well, it's a mix of two bands. I've talked about this before. They are a mixture of a band called Every Time I Die. It's some of those members. And then it's the lead singer from a band called Dillinger Escape Plan. And they play very mathy hardcore that involves...
Why wouldn't you just combine the two names, like Every Time I Escape?
Because
How about
they're
that?
already established bands. The Dillinger Escape Plan still tours. They have like gone back to their original lead singer. Every Time I Die broke up. So they don't do that. They have their stuff out, but this is Better Lovers. I was listening to them.
Back when I was banging,
Yeah.
I was known for my mixtapes. I'd make very good mixtapes, right? And then I would give them to my friends, but I would have like labels that I'd put on the cassette, and I'd make artwork.
Okay.
For the mixtapes.
I like that.
But I'd give them all clever names depending on which bands I had on the mixtape.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Better Than a Third of Gin and Tonic.
Let me figure it out.
Go ahead, see if you can figure it out.
Better Than Ezra.
Yes.
Third Day.
Third Eye Blind.
Oh, Third Eye Blind. Third Day's a Christian band. I figured not. What was the rest of it? Better Than a Third
of Gin and Tonic.
Of Gin and Tonic. Gin Blossoms.
Gin Blossoms.
And what?
And Tonic.
Oh, just the band Tonic.
Band Tonic.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I would do.
I like that.
And I would deliver them to my friends. And then I always wondered why girls wouldn't let me touch them. Oh, really? Oh, you like me like a brother? Okay, here's a tape I made.
Right.
And I drew a little picture and I gave it a nice name.
Yeah, I think, but you know what though? You were trying to make it interesting.
I was trying too hard.
Yeah. I actually did that with two of my favorite bands, Porno for Pyros and Rage Against the Machine, and I just called it Rage Against the Porn. That worked for the Christian scene.
I was going to say,
big in the Christian scene. That was good. When I showed up with that mixtape, they were like, "No, we can play that." It was great.
I'm sorry. Let me say this. Mike Tyson. He's doing his Jake Paul fight. Is that this weekend?
I think it's the 15th or 13th.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Which one is it?
It's Jake.
Anyway,
from State Farm.
Mike Tyson says he lost 26 pounds and was, his quote, not mine, defecating tar after his bout with a bleeding ulcer. Remember, because he had to pull out.
Oh, what? I
had to pull out.
What in the hell?
He had to pull out of the fight previously. Had the ulcer. Said he was defecating tar.
I'm going to vomit blood, so this is great. Nice. I'm glad we're doing this.
Mike Tyson would also like to talk to you about a plant-based diet and weed. I'm just saying, I hear all the time how healthy.
I don't know how many people are on who have like smoked weed or like, and then I turned into, I was laying down asphalt.
But I just love how, this is healthy. You don't know what's healthy. You ate a burger. You just told me you defecated tar.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Also, I'm reading an article about, what's the guy that Mike Tyson fought? Is it Peter McNeely, Ted? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So back in the day, he fought a dude named Peter McNeely, kicked
Knocked
the crap
him out.
out,
Yeah,
crap out of him.
very easily.
I guess recently, Peter McNeely's wife unexpectedly died.
Oh, that's too bad.
That is too bad.
Horrible.
And so Mike Tyson called and offered his condolences, which is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But this article I read, the headline is, Mike Tyson shows his true colors.
Okay.
I'm glad he called. That's nice. I think sometimes we forget because Mike, he's in The Hangover. He's funny. He's a convicted rapist.
Right. Went to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a convicted rapist. This is not like, Matt Lauer's icky, so we had to fire him from the Today Show. As bad as that is.
That's bad.
Okay.
But he didn't your point is he didn't go to jail.
Went to federal prison for rape. Then when he got out, ate a man's ear.
Yeah.
That's right. Went on to daytime television and talked about how he was a prostitute hunter.
Yes, that was post-Hangover, right? I mean, that was well after the Hangover stuff had happened. He is...
but he called someone after their wife died. We got to write a story about it.
That, again, it almost like humans are complex and occasionally they can do nice things, even if maybe they aren't all the way nice. I don't know. I'm with you. I feel like if someone were to be convicted of that crime, it would be nice to hear them say, you know what? I also realized that's not a good thing to do. I don't know. Have we ever heard him apologize for that? I have no idea.
Well, let's hear. Here's Mike Tyson.
I was a prostitute hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that a lot of people enjoy his competitive spirit, which is fine if you didn't think that maybe he hadn't also committed horrible crimes like that.
Well, who was it? It was Robin Givens too, right?
I
mean, she said he used to just beat the crap out of her too. It wasn't just
Again,
I'm in the state of my listen. I'm 36 years old, going to 36. I never dreamed of living this long. I never dreamed of fornicating with as many beautiful women as I did. I'm having as much money as I did, and having as beautiful and intelligent kids as I did. So if I was to die tomorrow, I've won. I've won. I've won.
I'm going to use the word fornicating enough.
You don't have the Jim Gray interview in there where he talks about how he hurt his back, do you? That's one of my all-time favorite Mike Tyson quotes.
I don't think so.
Where he's like, I think it's Jim Gray interviewing after a fight. He's like, what went wrong? And he's like, I hurt my back. And he's like, well, how do you mean? And he goes, spinal. And just... It's one of the best. It's one of the best. Spinal. I hurt my back.
All right, all the news and notes you need as we go on campus coming up next. Colin, Man, and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic on westbound 270 on that north outer belt between 23 and 315. And there's a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by eBay. We all got a thing. Yes, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Did you wake up with joint pain? I know how that feels, but not anymore thanks to QC Kinetics. Just like me, you deserve pain relief with no surgery and no meds. And if you're a good candidate for these new treatments, Dr. Ray Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics can get you there like they did for me and my dad. You see, my dad and I trusted QC Kinetics because they are the nation's leader in regenerative cellular treatments. This technology that's giving people like you and I an option other than surgery, all natural approach to treat the root cause of your arthritic pain. QC Kinetics joint pain treatments can be life-changing for so many people. And I can tell you, and I get a test, I needed surgery. And my dad, his knee was bothering him, and he can walk now, and I can go run and do the things I want to do. We got relief just like tens of thousands of other people. And it's getting near the end of the year, so you can use those HSA and FSA funds before they may expire at year's end. So go check them out at 380-208-4544, 380-208-4544. That's QCkinetics.com/Columbus in Dublin and Gahanna.
Hey, it's Anthony. If you want to make the best deal in town on a new Honda, make sure you visit my friends at your main Honda of Dublin. They're on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. And Rich tells me you're going to get 1.90% APR up to 60 months on most new 24s and 25 Hondas. They'll give you the details. Of course, you'll get same-day service, no appointment needed. And how about an extra $1,000 for your trade if you have a 2014 or newer vehicle? All with the great people at your main Honda of Dublin.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. We are an independent financial planning firm ready to help you make the right decision for yourself, your family, and your future. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
The Buckeye Show.
What will do if you're 30 touchdowns? I'm looking for 30 touchdowns. I'm needing to see single-digit interceptions.
The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light and sponsored by Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Colin, Man, and T-Bone here for Hollywood Casino Columbus. Hey, Bone, did you know the sports book is now called ESPN Bet?
I did, and you can watch your favorite teams on the biggest screens, place your bets, and grab some wings with an ice-cold pint.
Maybe you're too boring and don't want to go to the casino. Good news. You can keep the action going and place your bets on the go with the ESPN Bet app.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook is your 50-yard line ticket to odds, point spreads, and over-unders.
It's the place to be. Losers must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Dumb is the only language these two are fluent in. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Follow the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast.
That too.
Of this dumb show, wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device, free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Before we do On Campus, we were talking about Mike Tyson in the last segment. And now he's really like a character. He's like Grimace. Just a fun character.
Okay.
Kids can be around him. It's a good time. He said that when he had his latest ulcer, he lost 26 pounds and he was, his words, defecating tar. Ugh. But that got me thinking about one of my favorite awkward interviews of all time, Mike Tyson on the Today Show.
Oh, you're vegan?
Yeah.
What changed you?
Wow, I need, I used to throw up the white flag. There was too many prison cells, too many jails, too many lawsuits, too many bankruptcies, too many women, too many venereal diseases, too many everything. I got tired, I really got tired of, like every time my prostitute girlfriend came back for a trip, I had to sleep with her, so I used to, I'm gonna live a different life.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm gonna live a different life,
But you made a conscious choice.
You're right, champ. I'm sorry. I was a prostitute hunter.
Okay, let me stop you there.
I like how the question was, why did you decide to become a vegan? Right. I'm not here to talk about the benefits or lack thereof of a vegan lifestyle. There probably is lots of health benefits. If you're a licensed nutritionist or a doctor, you'll tell me that there are. I don't think, though, that you get herpes from eating a hamburger. Why did you become a vegan? Too many venereal diseases.
I also tell you, I would be much more likely to commit crimes if I went vegan because I would be so angry all the time that I wasn't eating the food I wanted to. I would probably accidentally just be mad one day and then, I don't know, break into a store or something and be like, "Where are your Kit Kats? Come on."
He's just really hungry. Don't pay attention to him. This is an armed robbery. Give me a Kit Kat.
Yeah. Common Man and T-Bones. On campus, the latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Does it jiggle or shake? Yes. Schedule your medical weight loss consultation today at reverse-aesthetics.com.
Bone. It's really a crime that makes no sense, right? I'm the one who's vegan, but I'd break into a store that's already open and yell at them to give me their Kit Kats, which they would willingly sell me, and then I wouldn't eat them because I'm vegan.
Don't put logic into this.
I don't understand what the crime was. Anyway, class of 2026, Cole Leinart. What? That's not his name. Matt Leinart. Cole Leinart. That's his son.
Cole Leinart.
Leinart. Yeah, I said it right now. His son, Matt Leinart's son, Cole Leinart, is in the class of 2026, and he is committed to SMU. So,
okay.
If you feel old, that's right. 2026, he won the Heisman back in 2004, did Matt Leinart, and, of course, back-to-back AP national titles in 03-04. His son had offers from Colorado, Pittsburgh, Pitt, and UNLV, number 81 overall rated quarterback in the class of 2026. He joins corner Victor Lincoln as the Mustangs' first two commitments in this recruiting class. They also have a commitment from a 4-star IMG Academy prospect named Ty Hawkins in the class of 2025. So there's a guy ahead of him. It's maybe a little more highly touted, but Matt Leinart's son is committed to SMU.
I understand why they don't do this. I get it. But I think that if you win a Heisman Trophy for a university, they should be obligated to offer your offspring a scholarship.
I think that's fair. Yeah, at least as a preferred walk-on or something.
Whatever.
Right?
I'm just saying. I didn't
guess
hear
that would be a
USC
scholarship
in there.
No, you're right. They weren't. Mike, he's not good enough to play at the vaunted USC, who currently sits with a 4-5 record in the Big Ten. Anyway,
Same with letting Herbie's kids on the team.
Well, that's right. Boise State wide receiver is talking about his teammate Ashton Genty, who, good. If you're not familiar with what Ashton Genty's current statistics are, you may have heard his name. You may know he's good. He's played 8 games. Currently has 1,525 rushing yards in those 8 games. He is on his way trying to run down Barry Sanders' single-season rushing records. But his teammate made an interesting statement here. That would be wide receiver Latrell Caples, who said, quote, "We're playing conference teams. They're trying to let it hang a little bit and stop Ashton from winning the Heisman. All in all, we're trying to win the game, so we're out there winning the game by executing our fundamentals at a higher level than they are." When he was asked to clarify, Capel said he doesn't even think opposing defenses are trying to win these games. He said, they're not trying to win. You can't win by putting 9 people in the box every play. So he's saying they would rather give up doing good defensive things to just stop him from running the ball. Now, the counter argument to that would be maybe they think that's the best way to beat you is by not letting Ashton Genty beat
he's your number one weapon, so we'll try and minimize him and make you throw the ball down the field.
But to his point, the Broncos just came off a win over San Diego State in which they threw for 322 yards and 4 touchdowns. Caples caught 6 of those balls for 90 yards and 3 of those touchdowns. So he had a great day. He's not obviously complaining. He's just pointing out that these teams want to overload on the run. They'll burn you on the pass.
Yeah, I mean, there is also the possibility that you're just better than them.
Well, yeah, I think that's his point is you can't just load up and stop him. You got to stop all of us, and they can't now.
All right,
that means you're a good team. By the way, the record Barry Sanders has for NCAA rushing yards. Again, I told you Ashton Genty, 8 games, 1,500 yards, good. In 11 games, Barry Sanders in 1988 ran for 2,628 yards.
2,600 yards in 11 games.
He averaged 238 yards per game.
What was his yards per carry? Does it say?
It doesn't say. It's just I just have the yards per game. I'm sure I could look that up. But yeah, that's and again, Ashton Genty's still very much in the mix to break that record because they played many more games now than 11. But yeah, he's going to have a few more cracks at it. Would be still cool if he even comes close to that.
Sometimes we use this platform for change and we get things done, and then sometimes the change happens and we regret it. I'm very upset with myself for something. I'm going to tell you why coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Things are stop and go and causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. And you're going to hit a small delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and East Broad Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessig. The Ohio Laborers Union. They're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure. Constructing vital projects that shape your communities, their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Rothman. If you're feeling at a loss for energy or just not upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it affects our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But guys have different T levels, so don't go for a standard dosage plan. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan, like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. Do it now. Go to lowtcenter.com and book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Gambling too much? I'm Abdullah Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Mary Haven, where we offer in-person, virtual, and group options. We're here for you no matter what, and that's a bet you can actually count on this football season. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Quality, transparency, integrity, craftsmanship, and consistency. Those are the words that seem lost by many in the construction industry, but not on Newman Roofing, because when your name is on it, it just means more. NewmanRoofing.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Okay, name? Occupation? Great. You get a brand new Kia.
for less tthan lunch. Under $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Is that a turkey?
Of course, we're talking turkey. With a vet pricing and the credit approve-a-thon.
Wow, and new Kias are less than lunch?
Yes, under $5 a day. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV6 Wind, and Sorrento LX. All three under $5 a day.
Wow, that's only $139 a month for 24 months.
Plus new 24 Kia Telluride LX under $8 a day.
$249 for 24 months.
He just got an EV6 with 0% financing.
Lucky goose.
Turkey.
Turkey, right. But I'd never get approved.
If you've got a job, you ride.
You guys are great.
Great cars, great people. Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus.
GreatLakesKia.com.
GreatLakesKia.com.
You're such a ham.
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with savings on hundreds of items every time you shop. With new low prices, deals for days, weekly sales, and My Perks at your neighborhood Giant Eagle. Visit GiantEagle.com for details.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. Starting with college football, we have another pair of action games on the schedule for tonight as Ohio is on the road to take on Kent State and Western Michigan plays host to Northern Illinois. Both of those games will kick off at 7. This weekend, second-ranked Ohio State is back at home for a matchup against Purdue. The Buckeyes and Boilermakers are set for a noon kickoff at the Shoe on Saturday. The second half of the NFL's regular season gets underway tomorrow night in Baltimore. That's where we've got an AFC North matchup on hand between the Ravens and Bengals. That game will kick off at 8:15 tomorrow night. As for the Browns, they're off this week. Cleveland will be back at it next Sunday against the Saints in New Orleans. And in the NBA tonight, the Pelicans host the Cavaliers at 8 o'clock. Cleveland looks to improve to 9-0 this season. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news. When it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. It's the place to be.
It is.
Look, I like to sit on my couch and open up the ESPN Bet app and put in some rock hard picks like everybody else. But sometimes you want to be around the action. And if you're craving action, because breaking news, there's a whole casino also around the sportsbook, so you can play other things. Sportsbook, casino, food, drink, everything you need is at Hollywood Casino Columbus inside the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Stop on by today. Bring the kids. It's family friendly. But only if your kids are 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Mike, speaking of kids, I just looked at the YouTube chat.
Oh, no, don't tell them that.
What do you mean?
Don't tell the YouTubers that that's actually her.
Well, they've already figured this out.
Okay.
I see a Vivian in the chat that says, "Hi, Dad." And then I look at my phone because I'm like, who knows that my kid? And then I look down the phone. She's like, check the chat. So she's watching the YouTube channel and has now entered the chat.
Your 13-year-old has entered our world. 14. I'm sorry, Viv.
Oh, yeah.
14 years old has entered the chat. She's now in our world. She'll never be the same. This is the day.
I know.
When she grows up and talks to her psychiatrist, which she's going to have.
Of course.
She will point to November 6th, 2024, and the psychiatrist will say, "Oh, sweetie, were you upset about the election?"
Yeah.
And Viv's going to say, "No, that's the day I went in my dad's YouTube chat for his radio show, and it ruined my life."
Downtown Dad has already offered to take her gambling, and I'm just like, come on, dude. She's got to be 21 or older. You can't do that yet. Come on. Yeah, so we have, so thank you to the chat for being nice to my daughter. That's very nice of you. I told her to clean her room.
Good.
So.
You know, we have a platform here. We have microphones here, and, sometimes we can bring about change. We brought back the bagel sandwiches at McDonald's. You and I single-handedly brought those back locally and then nationwide.
We did. And I that's still my go-to breakfast item at McDonald's is that.
And I've made a joke out of the fact that we have a little fan cafe upstairs here in the office, and they stock it. This company that stocks the fan cafe with the most disgusting, pre-made, pre-prepared food. I mean, just rank chili dogs, sloppy joes, something called cowgirl pasta salad, which tasted like a used Band-Aid. I mean, it was just awful, rotten stuff.
Yeah.
And we shame them. And we've done taste tests. Poor Timmy Hall
he's eaten so much of this garbage.
He's eaten it all. And he had the chili dog, and it was so vile that he had to spit it out. And then he got sick.
And he was gone for days.
He was supposed to do a celebrity softball game the next day.
He couldn't do it.
And couldn't do it.
Couldn't get off the John.
I mean, it was so rank, all the food up there, that encouraged us to write this song that's called, well, you know what it's called.
Midday munchies getting you down, turning that smile into a frown. A little protein goes a long way. Head upstairs to the fan cafe. Chili dog sitting in the fridge, smells so bad it makes you cringe. I'm sure it's fine, how bad can it be? You'll regret it, boy, I guarantee. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Run right home in a hug bowl. Your bowels are losing all control. Spewing out of the front and back. Lava erupts out of your crack. You feel like you're about to die. Kiss that softball game goodbye. Gotta throw out your underwear. Learn your lesson, buyer beware. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Hard-boiled egg sitting in that juice. Massive explosion out of your caboose. You only ate it on a lark. Now your friends all call you Skid Mark. You can't look your wife in the eye. Something crawled up your butt and died. Oh my God, what a big mistake. You have the world's worst tummy ache. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead.
All right, so here's my point. Thank you.
That took a while to get to this part, but now we're here.
Here's my point. I go up there today, and they've completely revamped the food. I mean, it's classy looking stuff. They've got frozen Jimmy Dean products in there.
Yeah. They also have the, now if you're familiar with gas station food, you will know this brand instantly. Big As burgers and sandwiches. Good brand. Microwavable foods. They do a hamburger, cheeseburger deal.
You bought one.
They also do a spicy chicken sandwich, and I bought one, and I got to tell you, I said I bought it unironically because I'm like, I've had these things. They're not bad. And I heated it up, and it was great.
I know we've shamed them into changing the food for the better. You know, people who work here can enjoy an actual snack that's not going to make them barf.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel sad now that we're not going to have that slop up there to mock and make fun of and taste test and get dysentery. I mean, that was fun for the whole group.
I went up there. They didn't just improve like the cold food, like the fridge items. They improved the actual, because they have a snack area where they have candy bars and little cupcakes and stuff like that. They have the Mrs. Freshly's honey buns.
Oh, I do like those.
You've bought those for me before because you know how much I like those.
Yeah.
Number one, I think they have about 1,800 calories.
Yeah, they're bad
one
for
of
you.
them.
Breaking news. Bad.
But they have got the thickest icing I've ever had on one of those, like, you know, Hostess type of honey buns, and they are unbelievably delicious. And I've never seen those up there. Now they got a whole product line of Mrs. Freshly stuff up there. It's good.
They revamped everything, but the good news is I still have one of their disgusting Tex-Mex sloppy joes in the freezer.
Oh,
I still have it. It's still in the freezer. It's ready to go.
I meant to tell you something about that. Go ahead.
What? I was going to say we should take it out and have one last, poisonous taste test.
We should. You were on vacation the other week, and I had, on a Thursday, I had taken that out of the freezer and put it in the fridge to get it to thaw out a little bit so then we could heat it up.
Yeah.
Because it's not frozen. It's in that compartment. It's just cold. It's just refrigerated. Well, I thawed it out. I said, Timmy, we're going to eat this on the show today. And he said, no, not doing it.
First of all,
Friday, he said, I'm not interested in doing that.
Timmy doesn't dictate content.
I understand that, but Timmy had a bit of a week. So I said, you know what? That's fine. I will lay off of it. He said he wasn't feeling well anyway, but it was thawed and was going to be consumed on this show.
Did you throw it out?
No, I put it back in the freezer.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was hoping we picked up a little bit of something, like maybe some trichinosis got loose in there, and then we'll freeze it, and then we'll heat it up. Don't worry, Mike. The microwave's going to kill all that stuff.
That's true.
Fine. Yeah, microwave will just obliterate it. So we're good. So if you want to eat it, just know it's been thawed, and now we're going to re-thaw it and then heat it.
Ken Griffey Jr. says he spoke to Bronny James. He says he gave some advice. He says, I did tell Bronny to just relax, enjoy it, be you. You're not going to be him. Nobody is him. When I got there, talking about Major League Baseball, my dad told me, this is your team. I'm just here. And he was dad at the house and teammate at the ballpark. But like I said, there were times I rode home with mom. It was much safer. Okay, that's very nice advice and all that. And we've discussed this. The difference is Ken Griffey Jr. was rightfully on that Mariner team because he was good.
He was a phenom.
Yeah. Right. Bronny James is on this team because it's a favor to his dad.
Well, yeah, I mean, his dad obviously wants his son to be on the team. He played enough college basketball to say, all right, theoretically, I guess you could be a professional. But now he's going to the G League. He's not playing in these games. He hit his bucket when he was in Cleveland. So that was a nice little gift there. They gave him the net for that. But no one is under any delusions that this guy is like, at any moment, could become the next LeBron James. No one has any thoughts like that.
Teddy, I got this for you. I don't know if you heard, but Trump won the election last night.
Is that right?
I did hear that, yeah.
So Rory says that a Trump presidency should clear the way for the PGA Live merger that we've been waiting for, because I guess he's got friends in both places, PGA and the Saudis, and Rory thinks he can bring them together.
Yeah, he said that he could fix it in 15 minutes, so I figured this will get done pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, he's not the president yet.
But once he becomes president, he said, 15 minutes.
In my mind, everybody has a to-do list. On his to-do list, it's, war in Middle East.
Yeah.
Border.
Yeah.
Live.
That might take a half hour.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get past the other things.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Liv Tyler.
Maybe date.
I was going to ask, is Is Rory under the impression that Joe Biden was presented with the opportunity to merge these two together?
Well, it was more difficult because of the administration, I guess. So
I see.
He's more open.
Yeah, he had a better relationship
working with the Saudis. Yeah,
I didn't know they had to talk to. I didn't know they had to.
Well, they golfed at his. They golfed at his some of his golf courses.
Oh, at Trump's. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying. I didn't know
a relationship with him.
I didn't know the president had to be involved in like the crappy merger between the PGA and the LIV.
If Joe Biden were in on those negotiations, Bone, what would that sound like?
Hey, I'm just saying, got to get this together. Got golf going on. Not playing enough golf. And by the way, for what it's worth, I don't know what the DJ is, but let's get some music going. And they would just play. They would play your song. They would play your ass on fire song.
Everybody can get down with that.
Yeah.
All right, I got some NFL college news. That was a great tease.
NFL college news.
You know what? Hell with that. It's Wildcard Wednesday.
You know what? I, too, attended NFL college, and it made me the man I am today.
It's NFL news that has to do with college football.
I see.
And the players who declare for the NFL. Is that good?
No.
All right.
It's not.
I also said I want to ride a grizzly bear to work.
You did.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown due to some police activity that's blocking the right shoulder. If you're on southbound 71 on the north side at East Broad Street, expect it to go slow from 670. We also have a slowdown on westbound 670 from 71 to Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save up to $180 on select sets of 4 Vredestein tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid November 1st through November 30th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Hey guys, it's D. Miller. If you're not feeling upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it affects our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But we're not all the same. So don't go for TRT referred to as a standard dosage plan. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan, like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. They provide advanced therapy and have over a decade of experience. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Okay, name? Occupation? Great. You get a brand new Kia. For less than lunch, under $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Is that a turkey?
Of course, we're talking turkey. With event pricing and the credit approve-a-thon.
Wow, and new Kias are less than lunch?
Yes, under $5 a day. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV6 Wind, and Sorento LX. All 3 under $5 a day.
Wow, that's only $139 a month for 24 months.
Plus new 24 Kia Telluride LX, under $8 a day.
$249 for 24 months.
He just got an EV6 with 0% financing.
Lucky goose.
Turkey.
Turkey, right. But I'd never get approved.
If you've got a job, you ride.
You guys are great.
Great cars, great people. Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus.
GreatLakesKia.com.
GreatLakesKia.com.
You're such a ham.
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Leaves changing and the nighttime air is cool. Fall is the perfect time to have the Waterworks inspect and tune up your furnace. Protect your family against those wintertime furnace breakdowns. Call 614-232-2222 now to schedule.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And when it comes to fall, we often think of those cooler temperatures, the trees changing colors, the bonfires in the evening, and of course, football season. We less often think of those home projects that we've been neglecting or failed to finish up before those harsh Ohio winter hits. If you need to have your roof inspected or it's on your to-do list, you can ensure that Newman Roofing will get you ready for those harsh winter storms. The team over at Newman has you covered, and they're family owned and locally operated right here in Central Ohio since 1992. The 3 generations that have been in the roofing industry, they have the expertise to handle any issue you may be facing with your roof. Folks, they took care of my roof. They did a fantastic job. They're the experts, and they will give you the white glove treatment, because when your name is on it, it just means more. So if you need your roof repaired or replaced this fall, call the company you can trust. That's Newman Roofing at newmanroofing.com or 614-NEW-ROOF.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits and emergency care to keep you and your family running strong. All plans cover hospital stays and prescriptions, so you can have peace of mind. Visit healthcare.gov to explore health plans from the brands you know. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Enroll at healthcare.gov by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few leftover sprinkles, otherwise a bit of sunshine to finish off your Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-60s, down to the upper 40s overnight with partly cloudy skies. More sunshine by Thursday afternoon and temperatures back in the low 60s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Off topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday.
This one comes from Annie Hockhausen, who says, "My guys, this is inspired from a work conversation. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a store? About 10 years ago, I witnessed an elderly woman in a nightgown shopping at Walmart. She bent over to grab a pack of Coke from the bottom shelf and unfortunately revealed everything underneath. Hashtag no underwear."
Well, I had quite the experiences when I worked at Spencer Gifts.
Oh, sure.
Inside the mall when I was a teenager. My favorite story, I have many, but my favorite story is elderly woman and her elderly husband. When I say elderly, I'm talking like late 80s.
Yeah, right.
Can't stand up straight. The guy had to lean on a T-shirt rack.
Okay, yeah. He's older.
Yes.
Very old.
So the woman comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, do you have any Pop Rocks?" And we sold like candy by the register.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yes, we have some right here." "No, I need boxes of Pop Rocks." This is before, like big warehouse stores and you can just buy stuff online. So I said, "All right, I can go in the back and see if I have, more boxes of Pop Rocks." So I come out with these 3 big boxes. Yeah. And I said, "How much do you want?" "I'll take them all." Well, there was no way for me to ring these things up without scanning them individually. I couldn't just ring up the whole box of Pop Rocks. So I'm standing there and I'm boop, boop, all these packages of Pop Rocks. And I'm trying to make conversation with this woman because we're just standing there in silence. And I said, "Do you have a lot of grandkids?" She's in here buying tons of candy.
Of course.
Right?
Makes total sense.
And she looks at me, straight face, no embarrassment, matter of fact. "No, my husband likes them for sex." Okay. Boop. We'll just sit here in silence. And I look back at the guy, and I'm like, maybe I misjudged this guy. And he's like,
right.
He can't even stand up.
No, Well, I guess it probably...
He can get up. He can't stand up, though.
To each their own. I used to work at a Walmart, and I don't know if you're familiar. I'm guessing they still probably have these, but when I worked there, this was in high school, and the Walmart had a bin for like rubber balls, like, the kind that are Like a bouncy ball that a kid would have, right?
Yeah.
They're squishy, they're soft, they're very light. You can fit a bunch of them in these, and they're like 6-7 feet tall, these things, right?
It's impossible to walk past one of those and not pick up a ball.
Yeah, right.
I would always pick up a ball.
Right. So, well, this one, it was like I said, 7-8 feet tall, and the top is where you threw them in at the end of the night or when you were restocking it. But then at the bottom, there was like a place where you could pull one out.
Right.
Well, we were going through and we were looking at the ball pit and we looked like there was a jacket in there. But then we realized it was like a green and yellow jacket. And then we realized there was a hand coming out of the sleeve. There was
the dead body?
No, there was a man sleeping in the ball pit in that display. So we had to imagine waking this person up after apparently they crawled in there at some point throughout I worked like 5 to 9 or 5 to whatever it was, something like 5 to 10, I forget. But it was, after school. So I don't know how long this gentleman had been in there, but he was out. So I don't know if he did this in the middle of the day. I don't know if he had crawled in there like the night before.
He could have been there for 2 days.
We have no idea. So me and this other guy that I worked with, we kind of we shook him a little bit, and then he moved and the ball pit's going, and it's just, and we're looking around like, oh my gosh, are there kids around? And this guy gets out, he just kind of and then just walks away. And we were like, you know what?
See you tomorrow, Phil.
And we watched him and he headed for the exit, and we were like, I think our job's done. We didn't do anything else. We just were like, there he goes,
Yeah,
I guess.
Weird. Pretty weird.
I didn't know what to do there. Should we have called someone on that?
Probably.
Yeah, we didn't. Just let him walk out. Am I supposed to have more here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you get more, I'll tell you this. Yeah. The NFL is extending the deadline for players in the college football playoff to declare for the draft. So they're saying, hey, you're going to be in the playoffs. You may not be thinking about the draft, so we'll give you some extra time. Now you have until January 24th. That's the new date.
That's a lot later, right?
Yes, so
wasn't the previous date like January 5th
something
or 8th
like that.
or something like that?
So January 24th is the new date. You can put your name in, and then you have 3 days until the 27th to pull it out again.
Yeah.
Once it's in there on the 27th, you're declared. There's no coming back.
Okay. Well, that's, you know what, that seems fair enough.
Again.
Seems fair. It's the way it should be.
Teddy.
Have plenty of time to figure it out.
You can't pull it out again.
Okay. We got it. AJ says, my basement lovers. Beamer and Timmy talk about the best beer. This is a discussion I like that they have. Airport beer, post-lawn mowing beer.
So they have a whole show about Coors Light? Is that right?
Oh, maybe they do. I don't know.
YouTube sponsor Coors Light, which you can see their product placement right here. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, please do it now.
Yeah, there you go. But here's his question. He said, what is the best, their idea there is, when's the best time to have a beer? What's the best feeling when you're, is it like eating a piece of pizza with it? Is it mowing the grass and you're done and then you sip a beer? This is AJ's question. What is the best number 2 that you can have? Like, what's the best timing for a number 2? Here's his example. He says, I got home on Monday from traveling this weekend. That was one of the best number 2s I've ever had. Number 2 on company time, number 2 at the in-laws, whatever. Tell me what your best number 2 is.
I'll tell you what mine is. I'm a very anxious traveler.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm one of those guys where if I have a flight at noon the next day,
right,
I'm still waking up every 10 minutes in the middle of the night thinking I'm going to miss this flight.
Sure.
Even though it's not logical. I've never slept past, 7:30 in my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to miss a flight. And I'm always worried that if I don't go to the bathroom, I'm going to have the urge to go on the plane.
I see.
So I try to go.
Yeah.
I try and sit down and unleash the Kraken.
Uh-huh.
And when I can get a really good one out of my system,
oh yeah,
and I feel ready for the flight, that's the best feeling in the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree. That's a really good one. The one thing that I would say, because I'm with you, like traveling, all that, I have it actually after the traveling, where it's like we're settled in, everything's good.
You'll store it all up until
then.
then.
And then it's like, all right, now it's time. The other one though is when I used to play sports, the PGD, the pregame dump.
Mm-hmm.
That. Because you're nervous, your stomach's in knots, you're like, we're getting ready to play this game, and then you evacuate, and you're like, all right, it's game time, baby. Like, I felt like Kobe. I just walk out there, I'm like, yeah, here we go. And then I would suck. but I at least thought like everything was. I was as primed as I could be for competition. I was ready to go.
Name dropping with our buddy Jeff Rimmer coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident. If you're on northbound Hamilton Road at Winchester Pike, emergency crews are on scene, so watch out for that. We've got a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Okay, Donato's pepperoni lovers, it's time to pick your pep deal. Now get $5 off a large hot honey pepperoni pizza, or get $5 off a large pep 150 when you use promo code PEP. Order today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Thanksgiving can be stressful when you're shopping on a budget. Let Family Dollar help you do more this year with amazing deals on the supplies you need for a great turkey day, from prep to cleanup. See how you could save on Thanksgiving staples like canned soups and veggies, or essentials such as disposable plates and utensils, trash bags, storage supplies, and more. For even greater savings, download the Family Dollar app, clip available offers, and redeem at checkout. Family Dollar, helping you do more.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
If your garage door's been up since Doc and Marty McFly hit the big screen, we've got you. We are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Buyers Volkswagen, we believe in giving you options. From browsing to buying, shop entirely online at columbusvw.com. Or, if you prefer a personal touch, visit us by the airport and work with our friendly brand specialists. Right now, you can get a new 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan, 0% for up to 60 months. Online or in person, your exceptional car buying experience awaits you at Buyers Volkswagen.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Rothman. If you're feeling at a loss for energy or just not upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it affects our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But guys have different T levels, so don't go for a standard dosage plan. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan, like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. Do it now. Go to lowtcenter.com and book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Common Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's Name Drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, Jeff Remmer.
Sponsored by Buyers Imports by the airport.
Legendary television voice of your Jackets. Jeff Rimmer joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. First of all, I'm sorry for not checking in with you earlier today. I'm sorry.
No problem. I've come to expect it, but Teddy, as usual, was able to step in and make sure everything was okay. Not that it wouldn't be okay, but
in my defense,
I appreciate that.
I did text you last night during election stuff, and I didn't hear back.
I never got a text from you.
What a liar. Wow.
Honest to God. Honest. I never got a text. I would always respond to your text. What was the emphasis of your
I can't tell you on the radio, but we'll talk later.
Okay.
Hey,
sounds good to me.
I was up late last night.
Right along.
Look, the two of you can talk about your Jill Stein love affair, whatever you want to. Right now, we got things to talk about. We got some hockey to deal with.
So I'm up late last night. I'm watching the election stuff. I'm also watching the Jackets in San Jose.
As I was. Go ahead.
All right. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, here it is.
The Jackets.
Jackets put 51 shots on goal, but they do not win the game. Give me your thoughts on the game last night.
Well, they ran into a goaltender by the name of Vanacek, who's now 6-0 against the Blue Jackets. 5 of those wins came while he was with the New Jersey Devils. I do not understand. I think he's a great goaltender. In fact, I was talking to JD about it earlier on today. He is an outstanding goaltender. But for some reason, he can't keep a job, and he was sensational last night in a San Jose Sharks uniform. I didn't think the team played poorly. Of course, earlier on this week, I'm sure you guys are aware, a couple of tough practices. Dean Evison far from pleased with the performances back-to-back, giving up 6 and 7 goals in those 2 games, having difficulty scoring goals, and it's now 5 goals in the last 3 games. But what really hurt me last night was seeing Alexander Wenberg, who the Blue Jackets are still paying. Remember, they bought him out. He's played on 4 different teams since being bought out by the Blue Jackets, the 4th being San Jose, and he scored a pretty goal. As nice a goal, maybe the best goal I've ever seen him score, and it came in overtime and resulted in a 2-1 win for the Sharks, who are at the bottom of the league, but they've won 4 of their last 5. And, well, they looked pretty good last night, but it was Vanacek that bailed them out.
One more thing on the Sharks. I don't want to rehash last year, but yet last year obviously was a terrible year for the organization. But you and I both marveled at the support that this team got from the fans. What do they have? Double-digit sellouts last year?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it was the fans are the best in the league.
No, I know that, and I'm reminded of that because I'm watching this Sharks game. I know the Sharks have been bad. I get it. But Rims, like max, I don't know how many tickets were sold. There were 1,500 people in that arena last night. There was nobody there.
It's sad. It's sad because the Shark Tank, as it was referred to in its early years, and there were competitive teams, and you could not get a ticket to a game. And, hey, they're in a rebuilding mode. They've got a great young couple of players here in the last 2 years, and the number 1 overall pick, Celebrini, returned to the lineup last night, and this kid's the real deal. It won't be long before those crowds are back because they love their hockey in San Jose. But it's disappointing to see as poor a crowd as we saw last night. You're right.
How do we read this situation, Rims, with the Jackets where, yes, the Sharks, they're playing better, but they are not necessarily a great team. When you get thumped by two of the better teams in the league, some of the firepower that they have, you have some tough practices, you come back, and although they lost the game, that was a much better effort, I felt like, from the Jackets. They just couldn't get one to go past that goalie, like you said. Is that a sign that, like, this team seems to respond well to coaching, and over time, as they continue to get a little bit better, some of these younger guys keep growing in their careers? Does that seem like a good sign to you that maybe we see this not just turn into close losses, but some better wins?
Oh, absolutely. And T-Bone, understand, I mean, the team lost its structure in those two weekend games. And when you give up 5 goals in the first period, as they did on the weekend, it's tough to rebound, and then you kind of lose that structure and you're trying to overcome. And it's still a very young team, and they're going to have bad nights. It happens to all teams, whether they're good or bad. But fact of the matter is, this is I was talking to somebody today, and there's so much balance in the league right now. The Florida Panthers are just down the road from me here. They are justly the Stanley Cup champions, and they look like they could be repeat champions. But I look around the league, and I've watched a number of games. I've gone to a couple of Florida Panther games. In fact, might go tomorrow to see Nashville here, who's struggling after all those free agent moves. It's balanced, and you know what? I'm not saying the Blue Jackets are going to be a playoff team, but if they are able to play the way and capable of playing the way they did last week prior to those 2 weekend clunkers, they could be in the hunt here for a playoff spot most of the year. It is not what we want. And who knows if they really get hot and get healthy again. Kent Johnson is back skating. He could play when the team comes back off the road trip, and that would certainly be a big boost because he was off to a terrific start. This could be an entertaining season here from the Blue Jackets, in my opinion.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Buddies, buyers imports by the airport. You want to talk about your buddies, Rims?
I never refuse an opportunity. Talked to Kevin King at length today, and with the election, I hate to be a politician here, but with the election and the talk of tariffs coming with the new president-elect, you might want to think, if you are toying with the idea of buying a car, getting a car now, because if those tariffs come in and you're interested in an import, be it an Audi or a Porsche or whatever, prices could increase, 10, 20%. You're going to get a good deal at Buyers Imports at the airport, regardless of when you buy the car. But you know what? You'll get a better deal. And with all the new 2025s plus pre-owns, I can't think of a better time to head to Buyers Imports, buy the airport, whatever you're looking for, Subaru, Porsche, Audi, Polestar, Mike's favorite car. Head to Buyers Imports, by the airport.
You know, Rims, earlier today we were talking about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is about to fight again in his 50s. He had a bleeding ulcer where he said he lost 26 pounds and was defecating tar. Now, I'm not going to ask you if you've ever defecated tar, because I'm sure the answer is yes today. But it strikes me that you've never brought up Mike Tyson. It surprises me in all your broadcasting travels that you've never run into him. Have you run into Mike Tyson before?
No, I have not. I kind of stick with the best, and there's none better than the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali gave you your big break.
Well, he didn't give me my big break. I gave my big break for being so, pardon my French, but ballsy and waiting out Ali to finish a major news conference shortly after he had left the heavyweight title of the world, not by his choice, but after being stripped because he refused to go to Vietnam all those years ago. But, hey, I told that story today. I did a podcast. You ready for this? I'm expanding my horizons. I did an hour podcast today. A great studio. In fact, they've made that studio available to me. I might just have to do my own podcast. Fact of the matter is, it was the guy that got JD and I started with our 110 radio station Sunday night show in Canada and the U.S., and we talked design. It was a design podcast, and I talked about the design of my career, and we talked several other things, talked about hotels and some of the most beautiful hotels that I was fortunate enough, along with the Blue Jackets, to travel to over the course of the last 20 years. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, wait, was this like an architecture podcast? You said design. Is that what it's talking about?
Well, they're interior designers, and I just adopted, hey, this is the design of the career that I developed, and they started asking me interior design questions about, different places that I've frequented. And
that's got to be a hell of a podcast, Rims.
It was an hour long, and they want to bring me back. So,
Yeah.
hey,
It's incredible.
Well, give our best to the Hawk Tua girl on the podcast with you.
By the way, if you ever make your way down here to visit me in Florida in the wintertime, I might have to have you on as a guest on my podcast.
Are you starting a podcast?
Well, they've offered me to use the studio. It's spectacular. And they said, hey, anytime you want to come by and put a podcast together, by all means. So it's an open invitation.
It's not an open invitation. You don't have anything yet. When you start a podcast, I will definitely be on the podcast. Trust me.
You know that. You'll be one of my
on there whether you want it or not.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, by the way, speaking of podcasts, I saw your audition on Channel 10.
You like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
All right. I mean, I'm reading the stuff cold, Rims.
Yeah. No preparation.
No, you did. No. You were good. I would have had a shirt and tie on. That'd be my only criticism. That way you'd look a little more professional.
I can't get a shirt buttoned around my neck.
I know you wanted to be Mike Riccardotti in the flesh, so I understand that. But you actually did a pretty good job. You read the teleprompter pretty well. Right. In fact, you read too much of the teleprompter, I thought, when you started mentioning your cohort's name. And anyway, there's some improvement there that certainly could be forthcoming. But I was impressed.
Thank you, Rimmer.
I was impressed.
We'll talk to you next week.
I look forward to it. And this time, can you call me ahead of time?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We can talk.
And now that I know you're a home design expert, I'll call you later about the placement of my ottoman.
I may want to talk to Kristen about it.
She didn't design anything in my house. I'm the brains behind that operation.
But, hey, this might be a new career for me. I'm open to anything right now.
Okay, you need a beret. All right, bye-bye. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You can expect some slower traffic on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Main Street and I-70, and there's a small delay on northbound 315 from Kinnear Road to Ackerman Road. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Hey guys, it's D Miller. If you're not feeling upbeat like you used to be, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it affects our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But we're not all the same. So don't go for TRT referred to as a standard dosage plan. Look for TRT with an optimized personal treatment plan, like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. They provide advanced therapy and have over a decade of experience. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Did you wake up with joint pain? I know how that feels, but not anymore thanks to QC Kinetics. Just like me, you deserve pain relief with no surgery and no meds. And if you're a good candidate for these new treatments, Dr. Ray Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics can get you there like they did for me and my dad. You see, my dad and I trusted QC Kinetics because they are the nation's leader in regenerative cellular treatments. This technology that's giving people like you and I an option other than surgery, all natural approach to treat the root cause of your arthritic pain. QC Kinetics joint pain treatments can be life-changing for so many people. And I can tell you, and I get tested, I needed surgery. And my dad, his knee was bothering him, and he can walk now, and I can go run and do the things I want to do. We got relief just like tens of thousands of other people. And it's getting near the end of the year, so you can use those HSA and FSA funds before they may expire at year's end. So go check them out at 380-208-4544, 380-208-4544. That's QCkinetics.com/Columbus in Dublin and Gahanna.
Have you tried all the great new food at Ohio Stadium? Each home game, the Levy Culinary Team creates a burger named after the opponent. Taste the competition burger. This Saturday will feature the Purdue German Delight, a fresh beef patty topped with house-pickled red cabbage. grilled kielbasa, beer braised onions, and finished with mustard dill aioli, lettuce, and tomato. Try the Purdue German Delight Burger at the Taste the Competition Burger Carts at Section 8 on A deck and Section 12 on C deck on game day.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Wednesday night at 8.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Welcome to Reverse Aesthetics. Our medical weight loss program includes popular medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, both of which are supercharged by our body sculpting treatments. For only $2.99 per month, under the supervision of our board-certified medical doctor, Reverse Aesthetics can help you achieve your weight loss goals while tracking progress quarterly. We have plenty of inventory and can begin treatment within 48 hours of your consult. Schedule now at reverse-aesthetics.com or call us at 614-656-4000.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, you guys. Happy wild card.
I don't know if you caught the end of that Rimmer interview where he said he was a guest on a podcast. And I think all of us thought it was one of his hockey buddies. Because why would you have Rimmer on a podcast?
Right.
But then he told us it was an interior design podcast.
No, I didn't. I missed that.
Where he said he also talked about hockey, but the design, air quotes, of his career. And I was thinking during the break, imagine if you're like a real fan of that podcast. It's like, man, I want to hear about feng shui. And then you tune in and you hear Rimmer on that podcast. That's got to be the worst podcast of all time.
I mean, I would like if Rimmer got a kick out of interior design and decorating.
But he
and the
doesn't. He knows
that
nothing
buys for his
about
house.
it.
I would like to hear his thoughts and maybe a little
Let's
hockey
do a
blended
little
in.
role-playing.
All right.
So it's thank you for coming on here, Jeff Rimmer.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
Talk about interior design.
Yes.
What is your opinion of armoires? Do you feel like they add to a room or detract?
I got to tell you, I had an armoire back in 1924.
Wow. Yes, they've been making them for that long and even longer. That's right.
I'm 200 years old.
Jeff, coffee tables have really changed a lot.
When I was a kid, we had no coffee tables. There was nothing.
Well, what did you put your coffee or drinks on?
You ate it in the kitchen like a normal person.
Jeff, you went through
You put Folgers crystals in the kitchen.
You went through the shag carpet era. Do you feel
I shagged a lot on the carpet.
Do you feel like that's scarred you in any way from your design choices, or do you really enjoy a good shag?
I got to tell you, T-Bone, back in 1971, I bought a wicker piece from Ethan Allen in Montreal.
Ah, yes.
And I had a brown...
Nice furniture, Ethan Allen.
Yes, I had back then, too, they were banging. I had a brown shag carpet in my, what we called recreation room. You may have heard it as rec room. Recreation room. And I bought a piece of wicker furniture to go on my shag carpet. I got so many compliments on that combination, I decided to recreate it in my home just last week. So come on over for a lava lamp and a shag carpet.
The lava lamps and shag carpets, they go really well.
What would you say about the feng shui in the locker room when Pete Rose kicked your ass?
First of all, I'm not here to talk about my erotic activities like feng shui. She was a fine woman.
Your gal.
We had cultural differences, but she was a fine woman. And I'm sorry it didn't work out, feng shui.
There you go.
Back page, hit it!
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Oh,
well, man, Mike Tyson, we talked about earlier today, he's gone viral again for a weird interaction he had with a man by the name of Hasbulla Magomedov.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
Oh, Hezbollah.
This person's name is Hezbollah?
It's Hasbulla. Hasbulla?
All right, so
Hasbulla?
Hezbollah.
Hasbulla?
Well, good, because I'm going out to see a movie tonight with my friend Nazi.
Oh, is that so? Okay.
That's a weird first name.
Hasbulla Magomedov. Well, I have news for you. He's from another country. Maybe it's a very common name there. I don't know. Anyway, he was on a podcast called the Hot Boxing Podcast, where presumably they talk all things.
What does that mean?
Boxing.
I hotboxed.
Sure, we got it.
With feng shui one time.
We got it. So here's the thing about old Hasbulla Magomedov. He's an internet sensation. He is not even, just barely 3 feet tall.
You showed me a picture of this guy. He looks like a child.
He looks like a toddler.
He's a tiny person.
However, and again, it's not just that he is short of stature.
No, the face.
His features are very childlike. However, he's 22 years old, this guy.
Shocks me.
He was on this podcast with Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson meets him and picks him up and kind of like grabs him like a child and gives him like a couple, like wrestles with him a little bit and then gives him a little, I don't know, like a little hug and a kiss and stuff like that. He thinks it's like a toddler.
He's kissing him on the face.
And this guy is like,
nice
this guy is like, get the F off of me, dude. And Mike Tyson, he went on another podcast where he was asked about this interaction. He said, I thought it was a baby. And that's just how I act around babies. I thought it was a little baby.
He was trying to be nice.
I thought it was a baby. I thought it was a little toddler.
I remember the first time I met you, I just gave you a raspberry on your belly.
You did. It was very
That's a good
endearing.
way to greet people.
Just pulled my shirt up and
Who's a good T-Bone?
Yeah, that's right.
Good little T-Bone. T-Bone, are you doing your radio show today?
That's right. I was like, call me Smitty. And you're like, no, you're T-Bone now.
Talking on the radio.
Oh, that was the raspberry I got.
Yes, that's what that was. You raspberried me.
Buckeye show. I saw DeVere. DeVere is here.
Yeah, DeVere's here. DeVere loves basketball as well, so is dying to get his thoughts on what those guys did Monday against Texas. More remnants from the Penn State victory and heading on into Purdue week here.
All right, Buckeye show's next. See you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Expect a couple-minute delay if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And you should keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on the left shoulder of westbound 70 on the west side at Mound Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig. Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Centerpoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. The perfect low-rate card for your wallet. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Is a fan action update.
Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use the promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100. The Buckeyes are the national championship favorites right now at plus 330, followed by Georgia at plus 350. Oregon is plus 450 and Texas 6-1 to win it all. Penn State's 20-1, Indiana 30-1. For your Prime Sports action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Have you tried all the great new food at Ohio Stadium? Each home game, the Levy culinary team creates a burger named after the opponent. Taste the competition burger. This Saturday will feature the Purdue German Delight, a fresh beef patty topped with house-pickled red cabbage, grilled kielbasa, beer-braised onions, and finished with mustard dill aioli, lettuce, and tomato. Try the Purdue German Delight Burger at the Taste the Competition burger carts at Section 8 on A deck and Section 12 on C deck on game day.
If your garage door is as rickety as your great Aunt Susan playing pickleball, we've got you. We are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Okay, name? Occupation? Great, you get a brand new Kia. For less than lunch, under $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Is that a turkey?
Of course, we're talking turkey. With event pricing and the credit approve-a-thon.
Wow, and new Kias are less than lunch?
Yes, under $5 a day. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV6 Wind, and Sorento LX. All three under $5 a day.
Wow, that's only $139 a month for 24 months.
Plus new 24 Kia Telluride LX under $8 a day.
$249 for 24 months.
He just got an EV6 with 0% financing.
Lucky goose.
Turkey.
Turkey, right. But I'd never get approved.
If you've got a job, you ride.
You guys are great.
Great cars, great people. Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus.
GreatLakesKia.com.
GreatLakesKia.com.
You're such a ham.
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Scotty Vegas here. In November is Veterans Month, a time to celebrate and honor the heroes who have served our country. This November, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is showing their appreciation for active duty veterans and spouses by offering 15% off your entire Awaken 180 program. Free support for life included. It's a thank you for the sacrifices you've made protecting our freedoms and making this country what it is. This is a special. Awaken 180 has never offered a discount, ever. If this incentive can help turn your focus on you, your health, your goals, and your happiness, I say go for it. Do what I did and choose a solution for weight loss. So if you're active duty, a veteran, or a spouse of one, this month is about you. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off your Awaken 180 program. And as with all clients, receive free support for life after reaching your goals. Do what I did, and over 23,000 others have done. Take control at awaken180weightloss.com.
So are you that person? The one who's been buying over-the-counter insoles just to make whatever shoes you wear cushy? Yep, that was me. Hey, it's Anthony. And before I went to the Good Feet store, my back would kill me if I was on my feet for any serious amount of time. I was told about the Good Feet store's 3-step arch support system. Once I tried them in my shoes, I instantly felt more supported, and honestly, my feet felt aligned perfectly for the first time in forever. And they're fit to me personally. And it's not just comfort. My Good Feet store arch supports are designed to balance and strengthen my feet. They've made such a difference in my life. The Good Feet store has helped many people relieve their pain, obviously me included. No waiting required. Good Feet arch supports are immediately available. Bring in your favorite shoes to the Good Feet store, and they'll personally fit you to ensure your comfort. Go ahead. Take a free test walk today. Good Feet products are proudly made in the USA. They're on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City, or goodfeet.com.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.